Boom. Aw, I forgot to turn. Son of a mother. God bless America. Which one? There it is. Oh, man. Hey, everybody. It's been one of them. Excuse me. It's been one of them streams already. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. Bandon, Joe Whip, Arisen 1157. Ryan and Aunts says, we're here. Road no last name, good to see you. Scoot Kettle, good to see you. Who else we have here? Fish Like a Girl, Charlie Welch, Commander Darklight, Martin H, Joshua Lee. Lots of people, lots of folks. Good to see you all. Irish Dublin Girl. Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing okay. Everybody's having a solid week, solid weekend. Well, it's about time for the weekend, though. Hey, what's up, Commander Darklight? It's good to see you. Good to see you. MSCB Bergie says, what's up, people? What's up? Gabba Gabba, hey, everybody. What's going on? Road no last name. I hope everybody is doing very well. I hope it's nice where you are. I mean, it's nice here. It's really nice outside. I should be outside. You're waiting for your in and out. There you go. Oh, burger. Aha, you got me. What's up, trans girl? Good to see you. Hope everything is well. All right. What's everybody doing? What's everybody up to? So somebody's waiting for a hamburger. I had a hamburger for dinner. Man, I not supposed to be having that kind of stuff, but 75 here tonight. Joe, yeah, that's nice. See, I want to be at a place where it's 70, no warmer than 75 degrees all year long. That's where I want to be. It's in the 60s over here. Yeah, very nice, very nice. Nice little breeze. Windy in Houston. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it is. I'm hearing the good old DFW. NTS Not Today Suicide says hi at the plot hole. Hello, good to see you. You're all down in Houston, huh? What's up, Facty? You down in Houston? I've been to Houston a couple of times. I didn't like it. I didn't like Houston very much. It smells funny for me. I just, the first time I went down to Houston, I went down, I didn't know I was going. I was, I don't remember how old I was. 9 or 10, maybe 11, somewhere around there. Young. Give me Five Guys over In-N-Out. I like Five Guys. I don't like their prices, but I like Five Guys. It's in the 30s over there. Wait a minute. Are we talking about Celsius or Fahrenheit? Trans girl, don't let me forget. I'm going to finish telling this story, and then that's one thing I'm going to talk about. Well, not the one thing, but one of the things I'm going to talk about. Because I have an update, and it's going to be fun. But, let's see here. Spouse's company moves out here. The only reason? I mean, a lot of people like Houston. I don't. I'm not a huge fan of Houston. I could think of worse places to be for certain, but it's just I'm not a huge fan of Houston. Plus, you have that Joel Osteen there. Anyway, I was like 9 or 10, somewhere around there, and my mother was big into the church around whatever. You want to go back to Los Angeles? I would love to go visit LA again. I have family out there. I want to go see them. Used to go almost every year. See my grandparents, but they've passed. Anyway, so my older brother was going on a mission trip with the youth group at this church. Whatever. My mother says, hey, everybody get up and, we're going to drop him off. Mom was single at the time, so. Yeah, Houston traffic sucks. Golly, I hate that traffic. So she, loads us all up into our car, and then we drive to the church. It was a ways away from where we lived. Excuse me. So we get there, and, I think we're just dropping my brother off, and then we're going to go back home, and I'm going to go back to my video games or my comic books or whatever the hell I was doing at the time. Could have been, who knows. Your son, the musician, lives in Hollywood? That's cool. Is he a street performer, or is he like, is he like a studio musician? Let me know. Worse than LA traffic. That's true. Yeah, Houston is worse than LA traffic. Plus, you get shut out in LA too now. Trans girl. I would love to visit Amsterdam. Oh, wait. I live there. I would love to get there, too. Anyway, so here we are. Here I am thinking that we're just dropping off my brother and then we're going to go back home and I go back doing whatever I was doing. Well, my mother says, hey, go sit in that van over there for a little bit. Okay. So I'm, reading a comic book, sitting in this van. And all of a sudden, we're locking up the doors and I'm going to Houston. I didn't want to go. I didn't know I was going. I didn't know I was going until, we started driving. I was like, hey, where are we going? Singer, songwriter, keyboardist. That's cool. He has original material on Spotify. Man, I wish Spotify didn't suck. Spotify's terrible, man. They take advantage of artists. It's terrible. I miss my coastal breezes. I cried the first time I went to the beach here. It's not the best of beaches. Yeah, it's true. I'm not a huge... Yeah, man. I was talking to somebody earlier today, a coworker of mine, about the different types of beaches. And she's like, hey, you should go check out Destin, Florida, because it's really pretty. It's... was it a white van with no windows? Yes, it was, actually. Believe it or not, there were 3 of them, or 2 of them. 2 or 3, I can't remember how many we took down there. But yeah, white van with no windows. Exactly what it was. You're in the Rockies? That's cool. My mother's in the other ones, not the Rockies, ones that are to the west. Sangrias? I think not Sangrias. That's a drink. What am I thinking? The other one. Anyway. Fishing capital of the world. Oh, Destin, Florida. It's really, they've got part of the coast there too. San Luis Cristo, that's what I'm looking for. Sorry, I'm checking my old man medicine. Forgot to do that before the stream. Anyway, but yeah, so it's nice over there. Crystal clear water, well, crystal clear, but clear waters. It's really nice and kind of resort, and not as chaotic unless there's a hurricane that gets up in that area, which is really rare. And then you look at the other side, the Houston side of the Gulf, and it is trashy, and it's like all the fish bones and the trash from the sea and the ocean and whatnot get. Oh, not very nice, not very good. Don't like it. It smells funny. I think that's why it smells. But yeah, I want to go back to the West Coast. I want to retire. My mama's from San Cristobal, New Mexico, by Taos. That's cool. She remembers Indians in the hills. That's really cool. You don't like to fish? Fishing is fun. My grandfather on my mother's side took me fishing a couple times, and this was in Pennsylvania, so we were in, I forget what, Lake Erie or... No, it's Indiana. I can't remember what lake is up there. I don't whatever. He passed away when I was in middle school, and I hadn't seen him in like 5 years. So anyway, I was young. But he always told me, he said, look, if you go out to fish to catch fish, you're missing the point. So the idea of fishing is to get away from, whatever. Oh, excuse me. So the idea of fishing is to get away from whatever it is, whatever it is that you're trying to get away from, and come out and relax and just have a good time. Cast your rod and reel, and if you catch them, you catch something. You like Central Canada? Really? You like Central Canada? I have been to Canada, but it's like just a Niagara spot. I haven't actually been to Canada proper. For some reason, when you go to Niagara, Canadians don't think that you've actually been to Canada, even though that is within the Canadian border. But yeah, so my grandfather said you go out to fish to have a good time, and I just get bored so easily. But it could be fishing is done differently over here. Here they just sit along the canals all day. Yeah, it's kind of what my grandfather did. He had a chair. He would drink his beer and cast his rod and see what happened. If he caught something, he did. If he didn't, he didn't. He didn't care. He was just there to get away. You were actually born in Houston, but grew up in SoCal. There you go. Somehow you're back. Well, see, that's what it is. It's what it's like, man. They say something about the place you were born has this way of reeling you back in. What's up, Liam Wakefield? Fishing on a kayak is much more difficult. It's more complicated. You got to keep yourself afloat, cast your reel and all that. Yeah, it's tougher, much more difficult. But I mean, it's fun to relax. I don't really eat a whole lot of fish. Probably should, but I live next to a premier salmon steelhead river. That's cool. But anyway, all right. So somebody asked me about the documentary, which is awesome because I picked up the second camera today. We were supposed to film Saturday with tomorrow. We're supposed to film tomorrow, but Rack Focus Mixer got moved to tomorrow, so we're going to film on Sunday, and that'll be the last bit that I need to film before it's time for me to put it all together. And I only have a few things to film, and I already know where they're going to go in the timeline. So once I get this filmed, I'll be able to put it together. Next week, I should have the pretty much finished cut, and should be ready to go, ready to rock. I'll send that over to Eugene and have him take a look at it, see if he wants me to make any changes. We'll tighten some things up here and there, get the graphics right, all that stuff, and then we'll be ready to submit to Film Festival. And then again, everybody who's a channel member or patron, you'll be the first. You'll get a private screening. So if you want to do that, you can always become a channel member or patron. Up to you though. But I'll do that. I'll have a private screening first for all channel members and patrons, and then we will see. I'll do another. I don't know how long I'll wait before I schedule one that's open for everybody. The beautiful thing about fishing, doing nothing while doing something. Yeah, exactly. My Bill is a docu-filmmaker from USC School of Film. That's cool. Doing one on Hawaii and the trash problem. Yeah, that's. Does he have anything out that I would know? I watch a lot of documentaries. That's probably my second favorite genre of film. Horror being the first, of course, because it's fun. But yeah. So I am looking forward to being finished with this thing. I'm looking forward to getting it into festivals and seeing how well it does. It's going to be about 20 minutes, give or take, 20 minutes long. Not much longer than 20 minutes, if it is going to be longer, or not much shorter than 20 minutes. Possibly. Cool. Let me know. Because I would like to know. I'd love watching documentaries. Oh, well, thank you, Fisher Girl. I have a little bit. I've got, this here, and then on the back you've got the reverse, and then I've got, this is stuff I've had since I got a lot of this stuff when I was a kid. I say a kid, young. Obviously, I wouldn't. Hi, I'm 12 years old. Can I get a tattoo, please? But yeah, I appreciate that. Nice. Yeah, my tattoo artist loved me because my skin soaks up color, soaks up with the ink. This is like not one pass, but one seat. You know what I mean? Like I didn't have to go do a whole any touch-ups. So that's why I get good deals, because they know that I'll be able to do it once and I have to worry about going back and redoing it. Digging the pink in your beard, thank you very much. We all know why the pink of the beard is for, right? I've got the dye in there, and it's if it would stay this color, that'd be great, but it doesn't. As soon as I rinse it, I got the dye in there, so I'm leaving it a little extra long, a little longer than usual, because I want to make sure it sticks for as long as it can. But whatever. But once I rinse it out, it lightens up a lot. But I have both those links. Should be in the description box for the Pink Fund and the PayPal donation link for the big pool for the Pink Fund. So if you want to get on that, more than happy to have you along. Breast cancer awareness, the Pink Fund, they do the. What's up, NANA? They do the. They go and help people who are diagnosed with breast cancer, and they'll help pay their bills and pay their living expenses and get them to and from treatments and whatnot. So, Cindy Johnson, NANA, good to see you. Let's see here. What else? The brother of my brother-in-law just won the highest prize for his movie in the Netherlands. It's called The Condemnation. He directed it and wrote the script. That is very awesome. Very awesome. I'd like to check that out. Was it Swedish? No, Dutch. What do you guys speak over there? I'm so cultured. Let's see here. I did Fish Like a Girl. So I did what they lifted and toned, I guess is what my wife said. You got to lift it and tone it. And then it was bleached, that's what I understand. But that's what I did. And then I put the pink in there. So I'll rinse this out here in a bit, and then hopefully it looks nice. Joe Whip says, how is the family? They are good. Like I said, the youngest, she was diagnosed first, and then my wife was diagnosed second. But Jocelyn was just a little trooper. She was, like she complained of a couple of symptoms for like a day and a half, and that was it. And then she was like, "All right, I'm done being sick. Let's, I want to run around and do fun things." The wife, she had some more severe symptoms. It wasn't bad. She still can't smell or taste anything. Well, it's not. She hasn't got her sense of smell. See, I think what I think happened with her is because she's fully vaccinated, but she had the Pfizer, which and about right about 8 months ago, so or about 6 or 7 months ago. So that's she should get the booster. Let's see here. I heard some things. There's a Dancing Darth. NA for $66.60 says F cancer, hail Satan. Road no last name says for two says, what is your most meaningful tattoo you have? That is a really good question. I will tell you this. This right here. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see how am I going to do this here? Yeah, this tattoo right here. I don't know if you can how well you can see it. I'm trying to see. Look, this is how ridiculously bad I am at this. I don't know if you can tell, but we got rose here. This is a dove carrying some rosary. This was for my my grandmother who passed away 2013. I think it was right at 2013, the fall of 2013. I know Fish Like a Girl. I know my wife tells me all the time, get rid of the hair. But she had the releasing of the doves at her funeral, and she was Catholic, so, and she loved pink roses. So yeah. So I'm working on getting one for my grandfather. I don't have the artwork, but it's going to be. My grandfather was in the Army Air Corps in World War II. Fun fact, my grandfather was 2 points away from being the first Mexican-American pilot in the United States of America. They failed him because they said his landing was too bumpy. Really what they failed him for was the fact that he was Mexican, so they didn't want Mexican-American pilots. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It does matter, but, we're not bitter. But served in World War II as a part of a B-17 bomber group. He was a top gunner. Also, let's see, what else did he do? What's up, Angie? He was a top gunner, and he radio, and he did something else. I can't remember what it was. Golly, I used to have all this stuff here. Anyway, so I've got a cartoonish B-17 bomber that I'm getting his, he'll have his name and all of his kids' names on there as a flight crew, and that'll be soaring through. It'll have the symbol. There's an Aztec symbol for the, what is it called? Let me just pull it. See if I can find it here. Let me find it here. Let's see. No, that's not it. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna share it with you guys because it's really cool. When I saw this, no. Oh wait, I think maybe I've got it. Maybe I have it, and maybe I have it here. I think I might have it here. Let's see. No, that's not it. All right, I'll have to look for it. But excuse me, it's like the Circle of Life tattoo. It's really it's simple, but it's not. It's intricate. But I'll have that as a part of the tailpiece. I wish I could find it because it's really nice. I had all the artwork saved and I sent it to my artist, and then my artist retired. So I'd had to find somebody else. I haven't found anybody else yet. And then, of course, funds and whatnot. So I just kind of put all that stuff to the side. I wish I could find it because it's really, really cool. I had all the pieces together, too. I'm going to find it. I promise I'm going to find it. this. Oh, wait, there it is. Aha, I knew I was going to find it. There. Let me... How am I going to do this? Oh, yeah. Aha. Right. You guys tuned in to hear me say, yep, that's what it is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wait, go back. All right. Boom. Cool. Symbol of life. And then we are going to add it. So, there's that. New add source. We just talked this out so you guys can hear the thought process in your head. All right, we'll enlarge it. Boom. So that's the Aztec symbol of life. That piece will be affixed to the tail of this bomber, this B-17 bomber. All right, but yeah, that's what we're looking at. Commander Darklight, that would be awesome. I don't know if I don't think he still. I think he still draws. I'm sure still with his art. His Commander Dark says, I bet we could track down Pussate if we tried. We could. I think he still lives in. I used to know this, but I don't remember. Anyway, JMC says, fun fact: my ex-father-in-law was the navigation officer on the Enola that bombed Hiroshima. That is cool. That's a pretty cool little claim to fame there. You smell smoke. Oh, no. Hopefully there's no fire. Boom. Anyway, so yeah. That'll be on the little tailpiece. I should have brought the whole thing up, but I didn't because I wasn't thinking. There's that. There's this. And there's that. There we go. Cool. All right. From your brain energy, pretty much. All right. So yeah, that's kind of that's all what I've been got going on. It's what I've been got going on down there. My dad worked on the B-2 project at Northrop. We saw it on his first flight. The pilots signed his retirement picture. I still have the poster with their messages. That is pretty cool. I like that cool stuff like that. My grandfather. I think my father has a lot of his service insignias and his bomber jacket. I think. But I'm not for certain. I want a bear integrated with my dragon tattoo. That's kind of cool. My favorite last word in a movie. Kid Rock played that well. What was my first tattoo? My first tattoo was this thing right here. That was my first tattoo, to which I quickly got this stuff here, and then these guys on both sides, this one here, and then, the angel and the devil and all this whole thing. And then the last tattoo was this guy here. And of course, I've got this here for the kids. It's one of my most meaningful. Golly, what is wrong with me? Why can I not figure this out? Anyway, so yeah. They wouldn't take my pops because he was diabetic. They wouldn't take me in the military because of my back injury when I was a kid, my knee injury. I couldn't see, all kinds of shit. They're like, no. I'm too afraid to get a tattoo. What if I didn't like the result? Yeah, it's permanent. I mean, you could do a laser tattoo removal thing, but that shit hurts. Burn that shit off your skin. Hey, Mr. Andrak, good to see you. Good to see you. What's up, Facty? Raising hands? Oh, jeez. There was something that happened in the news today that I wanted to talk about, but I can't remember what it was because whatever. I took the ASVAB and scored high, but it was blind, no flying. Yeah, I took the ASVAB score and scored really high as well. So I did like the 1/8 grade. And I did well enough that they wanted to put me into, like, all 4 branches came out and said, hey, we want to bring you here. And we went, well, come join us. And I gave preferential treatment to the Air Force because both of my parents were in the Air Force. My father retired. Well, both my father and my mother retired from the Air Force. I gave them preferential treatment, but the Army had the best package. They were able to put me, because the high school that I was going into had a junior ROTC program for the Army. And they said, well, we'll be able to take you from there. And if you do well enough, keep all your grades and follow the program. We'll take you to the ROTC program, or send you to the ROTC program at Texas A&M. Same thing. Get your grades up, follow the program. And then we'll send you to officer training school. And then when you get into the military, when you actually join your first day, whatever, in uniform, in an Army uniform, you will be you'll be a real officer. You won't be a junior grade officer. You'll be an actual commissioned officer. I'm in trouble. I'm stepping on Marvin's stream. Is Tina streaming? You're streaming, Tina? I can't believe it, Tina. Friday, she says. Oh, Tina. I would have known. If I'd have known, I probably would have not. No, I would have started, because I do this every Friday. There's plenty of people. Tina's good. Plenty of people to watch all of us. Mine is better. I like Tina. She's fun. I like Tina. Don't do it, Tina. No, I'm not gonna. Look, he had a bad night. Okay, he had a bad night. There's a lot of things going on in the background. There's more to the story than that, but. Well, everyone is just stepping on everyone's toes. Haha, Angie. Well, come over here, Angie. I'll step on your toes. I'm kidding. Whoa, come back here. Back here. What was that? Is there word on the government's plan to eliminate? No. The second district court came in and said, no, your new law is unconstitutional. We're not going to allow you to do it. So they wouldn't do that. What tattoo are you most proud of, says Rodno last name? I don't know. I got all my tattoos for different things, for different reasons. I got my Sun and Moon tattoos the Sun and Moon tattoo is a Jekyll and Hyde tattoo. All that is kind of, with the duality of man, which really kind of means a lot to me, that everybody is more than just what they seem. There are at least two sides to every person. Bring it on, says Angie. That's right. Let's see. And I've got Angie, he turned it off because he realized that there's other stuff going on, that he turned it off. But let's see here. I've got the Michelangelo's David. There's 12, Angie. 12 what? You have 12 toes? All right. I have Michelangelo's David on my leg, and I got that one because it was, at the time, 12 sides. Oh, I know. I was just kidding. Angie. But I was battling a lot of demons at the time, and I felt like at that time I had conquered them, even though I hadn't. I just felt like I did, so I got the tattoo. It's incomplete, which is kind of funny. Tattoo needs to be completed, just like the battle with the demons. But and I mean that figuratively, of course. I don't actually think I'm fighting demons. It's that part of that duality man thing. And then, the tattoo, the cross with my kids' names on it, I got that one because, that's just a symbol of everyday sacrifice. Sacrifice more of me so the kids don't have to. They get some of the things that I didn't get. And, of course, I have their names in a heart on my chest. Funny thing about this tattoo on my arm, when I first got it, we only had 2 kids, so it was easy. I had the tattoo of my 2 kids up top, kind of around the top of the cross, and then we had. I don't think so. I don't think Team Skeptic is here. Hey, Script Cat. And then we had our 3rd kid. And I said, sweet. Bye, trans girl. Tell Tina I said hello. Anyway, so we had our 3rd child, and I said, let me get her name, get Bella's name, but I want to do it in a circle because I'm pretty sure that we're going to have another one. And my wife's like, no, we're not having any more children. Just put the name across the bottom and blah, 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 blah. Well, so I listened to her knowing full well that I shouldn't have. And then sure as shit, we have another child. So I haven't gotten Jocelyn's name. I haven't got Jocelyn's name on this yet. It's going to happen. I'm going to put it below Bella's name somehow, just to kind of keep it as a cohesive piece. And someone thumbs down, let them thumbs down. That's fine. That's fine. Thumbs down. That's okay. It's interaction. It works for me. Works for me. But yeah, I'll get that one finished. So I don't know. To answer your question, every tattoo means something a little different to me. So that's thumb in their ass, says Angie. Angie, you're awesome. Like I said, the other night you left us with, hey, there's a dancing Darth Dawkins from Sketchcrasser for 2 American ducats. Says, come back here. Says, hello, Gianni O. Hello, Sketchcrasher. Good to see you. Thank you for the $2. And yeah, so what was I saying? I don't know. Oh yes, Angie, you left us with an interesting visual the other day. It was kind of fun. Liam. Road no last name. It'll probably beep as I'm doing this for $5. Says, if you had a coherent reason for your live stream, what would it be? I don't know. Really, this one here is just kind of. So this was a podcast time. We lost. There it goes. We lost the Spreaker thing because it was. Angie says, "Dude, I didn't mean to. My phone was dying, and I needed to save the charge." No, it wasn't a bad thing. It wasn't like you left us with the bad. You weren't. It wasn't a negative thing. I'll tell you about it later. I'm so stupid. I have my kids' signatures on my wrist from when they were in 1st and 3rd grade. That is awesome. That is cool. You did. What do you mean? What do you mean, Angie? Let me know what you mean. Because, no, you didn't. No, the other day, it wasn't. No, not at all. We was talking. I didn't figure what we're talking about. Talking about something. Something that was. Who knows? Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But no, yeah, I didn't think you were. Yeah, I didn't think you did anything wrong. I don't think anybody else thought you did anything wrong either. But if for coherent reason, so really this was supposed to be about, shooting the shit with my former co-host. Those are always fun. We'd always shoot the shit about everything. Probably going to be talking about Halloween Kills. JL is streaming that in the Weekend Horror Discord. It's almost over, I think. But so I started watching part of that and thinking to myself, my goodness, this is not good. I need to go back and watch the whole thing so I can make a real, an educated opinion on the movie. Some water. Back to Tangent TV, says Mr. Andret. That's right. It's Tangent TV time. Horrible. Like, who does that? I got booted out of the car and honestly refused to get off the chat, so I got out and my battery was dying, so I was damned. Either way, am I like, no, Angie, not at all. Reach out when you reach out to me on DMs. Like I said, I didn't think you were being rude or anything. I thought you were fine. You were just interacting with the chat, having a good time. We were interacting with you, so yeah, not at all. No, not at all. Anyway, so yeah, the idea of Fridays is usually to kind of catch up with him, talk about some of the entertainment things that are going on. We got Halloween coming up. We got lots of cool things in the Weekend Horror coming up. The Twilight Tangent, says Commander Darklight. Yeah, it's late for you out there, isn't it? I don't want that piece of ice. That saves my cup. So we would talk about like all that stuff, This would have been, this is the 6th year. Yeah. 6th year is the 6th anniversary of the Plot Hole podcast. Started, no, more than 6 years, 7 years. My goodness, because we started in 2014. No, we started in 2016, so 5 years. Yeah. Yeah, so 5 years we've been doing this show, Plot Hole podcast. We started out top 10 show, top 10 horror films, which was a lot of fun. I really missed doing the top 10s with Jeremy. We always had a good time. Always had a good time. You can still catch... No, you can't. You can't catch any of those shows because Spreaker deleted all of our stuff. Bunch of asshats. So yeah, what am I gonna do? I don't know. We're just gonna have some fun. I figure we have some fun. For sure, I enjoy talking to everyone so much, and all of you are special characters in this world. Talk about real shit, and I dig it. Absolutely. What's up, Prime? Man, it's been a minute. I missed your show the other day. What's going on, you Motor City motherfuckers? So long, it'll make your hair curl, says Liam. Yeah. But no, like I said, I miss doing that stuff. I miss bouncing the ideas off of my partner in crime. It was so much fun. And then, he moved closer, and then, I don't know, he just didn't like the direction the show was going. So, Angie, cars, and plot hole stream, a recipe for destruction. You motorboating son of a bitch, you old sailor, you. Angie, you can always reach out if you need to bounce some stuff off people. Prime Red says, that's the plot hole doing good, man. I can probably come on in a few minutes because we forgot. Oh, man, I'm so sorry. We were supposed to do the part 2 to that 80s. Man, this new job has been killing me. We had a lot of fun doing that show. I had a lot of fun doing that over on your channel, doing the reaction to the 80s stuff. So much fun. That was a lot of fun. Nostalgia. Lots of fun. But yeah, we gotta reschedule because fucking work has been. I go to this new job and they tell me you have to close 2 nights a week. But the days off that as a manager, the days off you can take are you can take off Wednesdays, and then you can take off 2 Saturdays a month, and then always Sunday. Take every Sunday off. So cool. But you have to close 2 days a week, and I'm thinking, shit, I gotta. On Mondays I have stuff in the morning that we have to do. What's up, Sir Little Wolf? There's stuff I have to do on Monday morning. I have inventory every Tuesday, so I can't close Monday or Tuesday. So that leaves the only 2 days that I can close consistently are Thursday and Saturday. So, well, fuck, I guess I better do it. Because Fridays, I got to, Fridays I want to be here with you awesome folks. So, yeah. (2006) made Sweden's first vampire movie, Frostbite. That's cool. So anyway, the point of the story, Prime, was that I forgot, but because I had to work, it was just fucking, it kills me. It kills me that I have to close on. And then yesterday I'm talking to the new boss, my boss, and he's like, yeah, I don't care. He's like, I don't give a fuck if you close 2 days. Just open. I don't care. Open every day. I don't care. It's like, oh, really? Got to get your schedule and rearrange. I do. Oh, Little Red Air 74. Everybody, you guys remember that I talked about my mother going to ABBA in London. So after a little bit of convincing, a lot of saying, hey ma, you gotta do it. We were able to get her tickets, at least for the concert, for next year. Now, I've got to figure out how to get her over. I mean, I know how to get over there. Look, fly, whatever. But the hotel is reserved. That is awesome. So here's the thing, and I wish Limey Play and a couple of my other buddies were here. You know what? I'll wait because they're not here. Unless Limey shows up, then whatever. But when is that? That concert is in May. Is it May, Ma? Is it in May? I can't remember. May? Was it? May 29th, right? Or was that your seat? Your seat was 29 and 30. I can't remember. But we're gonna figure out how to get over there. Just got to get the passport and all that stuff, which is pretty easy to get. So yeah, I've got a couple of surprises up. July, right? Okay, it's July. Your seats are the 29th and the 30th, and you're going in July. Was it July 10th? Was it the 10th? Like the day before your birthday? Doesn't matter. Anyway, so you'll be out there in London, which will be really cool. Was able to convince my mother to go ahead and do the ABBA tickets to go, and so it's awesome. If Limey Play shows up, then I'll talk to him and we'll figure the rest out. But anyway, so it's cool. We were able to convince my mother to get out there and see her favorite band. So yeah, you guys helped out with that. That's awesome. Stop. Face with the tongue. But no, seriously, that's really cool. I mean, it's really cool that we were really cool. You belong in UK, Charlie. Do you? I'm gonna go to the UK. I'm going sometime in the next 2 years. We don't demand visas, unlike some places. I don't know who you're talking about. Couldn't tell you. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. I'm glad you're gonna get to go. I'm going to go find craft tequila and throw things at her, all the while running down the street with. Well, I say running, walking down the street. No, I can't go with you, Ma. I gotta watch your house while you're there for those 2-3 days. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll be watching the house, playing with your 1 million puppy dogs. If you think that she doesn't have, you think I'm kidding about that 1 million puppy dogs? I am not. Well, it's not a million, but hey, Joshua Lee. What's up, Aaron Reese? Yep, I'll be house sitting. Yeah, play with puppies. They're fun. They're good puppies. They're loud though, but that's fine. That's fine. I don't mind. I don't mind. But yeah, so one of these days I'm going to go to Ireland and 4 corgis. No, they are not 4 corgis. I will make other arrangements. You're going to have close to 1 mil. You have closer to 1 million than I do. But I can't go to Europe. Not yet. Not yet. Plus, I don't have a ticket to go see ABBA, so I'll be stuck. Dodging soccer hooligans. Oh, you're living with 4 corgis, Sir Little. That's cool. Speaking of corgis, where's Mr. Jarse? I haven't seen that guy in a little bit. Hope he's doing all right. I know he's been working a little bit more than usual. Some things come up, so what are you gonna do? Let's see here. Word of do it while you're younger. I can get you tickets. No, Ma. That's your thing. You know what I mean? I don't want to. You have Huskies fish like a girl. Archangel 3 says, I made it. Sorry, I was watching Halloween Kills. Don't apologize. I was watching up until I had to do this one here. Maybe I can get JL in here. We could talk about it. Corgis are cool. My second breed of choice. No, I know, Ma. I know your advice. Let me do this. Let's see here. Let's go. You have a 75-pound red and white fluff ball. I like those. I like the okay, Ma. I always say miniature American Aussies, but they're just mini Aussies, right? Let me know if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong, which wouldn't be the first time. All right, boom. Okay. JL, if you want to talk about Halloween Kills, you don't have to. Boom. Anyway, let's do that. All right. There we go. I'm trying to do too many things at once. Fly by the seat of my pants. You have a golden lab mix with an Australian cattle dog? That's a very pretty idiot. It just ended. He's online now. Considering I'm listening to. Uh-oh. Let's see. What did my mom say? Corgis are cool. Second breed. Yeah. Oh, wait. What did you say? You said something there. Where'd it go? Miniature American Shepherd. Yep. That's what they are. Then they're sweet. I love these puppies. Anna says, at the plot hole, I die a little every time I punch in for work. How about you? I used to, right? And because I looked at work the wrong way. I'm not, I'm not ungrateful for the job that I have, but I don't. It's not where I saw myself. At 40 plus years old. Up and out since I died until I retired. Yeah, yeah. Um, it's not, like I said. It's not where I thought I was going to be. But it's not like I work at a coal mine. I mean, there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that are different for me when it comes to work. I look at work as a means to an end, right? I go to work so I can help raise my children and pay for things that they need and pay for this house and pay for, all the little things here and there. And then hanging out with my kids and hanging out with you guys and hanging out with my wife. That's, you know what I mean? I work to be able to do those things. I work to be able to afford to be able to spend time with you, the chats and doing the YouTube stuff and throwing things at my kids and having them throw it back and fun stuff, That's why I see work. Work is a way that I can pay for all the things that I like to do, along with the things that I need to do, right? All right, Mr. Andrew, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. 4 German Shepherds. We have 5 German Shepherds. Good Lord. That's a lot of food. You must go through a couple tons of food a week. My goodness. Yeah. But that's why I see. That's where I see work. Try not to let it get me down too much. The grass is always green if you let it be. I used to hate work, but I'm on disability now and miss the hell out of it. It's kind of, it's one of those things, right? Oh man, it sucks that I can't do it, but yeah, right? What's FTFE? Fight the Flat Earth. That's what FTFE is. It was one of those things. You kind of, you can let work. There are times where I go to work and I think, fuck, man, what am I doing here? These people suck, and this sucks, and all this. Everybody kind of goes through that shit, and then I remind myself, you know what? This is just a job. It doesn't have to define me. It's just something I do to, do the things I like to do. So, I try and keep that, that mindset. I try and keep that outlook. It doesn't always work. There are times where it beats me down for sure. Buy in bulk from Animal Food Wholesale. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That's actually pretty cool. My workplace is run by idiots, but I love my coworkers. I've been in places like that. Absolutely. Absolutely. I've worked at some jobs that I liked it's kind of funny when I worked for the Magenta Nation at the place that I worked for. I worked for a TPR, so a third party retailer, but anyway, they suck. This third party retailer I worked for sucked. They were stupid. They didn't give a shit about us. It was bad. They tried to say, no, they didn't care. But the people that I worked with was cool. They were cool. I didn't mind. Some of them kind of sucked, but everybody has their things. But the customers that came in, most of them were really nice, even though I worked in a high Karen area. Stupid internet connection is going wild again. Yeah. Yep. You live on top of a mountain, though, so, Yeah. So, point, long story short, I can understand how and why people would be, kind of beat down by some job they didn't like. Ugly German Chew says RT. Hey, what's up, Ugly German Chews? Are there any low Karen areas left in the world? There are, but I don't get to work in them. Like even the job that I work now is kind of funny. Speaking of Karens at the job, I had a couple of them in yesterday. I work for a different telecommunications company, and it was interesting. I have 2 people, and it didn't matter. So there was a little bit of a wait, but that's just kind of the way it was. I was working in the back. We were having system issues, and my boss was there, so we were trying to do a whole stuff in the back to make sure that the stuff up front was working, and we're trying to get stocked, and there's a lot of things that are going on both sides of the fence. And these, some of these customers were having to wait. Oh my God, I had to wait a little bit because there was a line, and whatever. I'm sorry, that's the way it is. And one lady was returning some equipment. And she was, I came out there because somebody was, well, I want to speak to a manager. Classic Karen line. So I go out there and start talking to this old lady, and she's, telling me, I've had to wait for 20 minutes, and all I got, blah, 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 blah. I started to chew. I just listening. All right, okay, cool. Yep, all right, sweet, all right, cool. And then this other lady starts fucking like yelling over the top of her. He's checked out. He's not really listening to you. And I look over at this lady and thinking, ma'am, I'm trying to listen to what she has to say so I can. It just starts fucking yelling. Like, look, bitch, this is the way it works. I don't care what you have to say right now because the person I'm talking to is standing in front of me and we're having a conversation. She's expressing her grievances. I'm listening to her, trying to figure out what I can do. I thought it was kind of funny though, because this old lady was like, "Where's your name tag?" And I was like, "Well, it's right here. Here you go. Here it is. Boom. Here's my name. Is my badge." Well, every place I've been to, the people have their name badges on their shirt. Well, mine's on my belt loop. Sorry, that's where it is. And you need to put it on. You need to put on a name tag. I don't have to look at your crotch. Well, A, my name badge is on my thigh, not my crotch. And B, stop objectifying me. Okay? I don't know. Long story. Point of the story is that they bitch. Well, they're just there to bitch. They're there to complain. I just want to complain. All right, what do you want me to do for you? Why does I keep getting this text message? I don't know. I don't care. But, whatever. So, yeah, High Karen worlds, High Karen society, High Karen area, again, because it's a lot of money over where I work, but, The best escape has been finding myself. That is important. And you should continue to look, not trying to be funny, but never be satisfied with where you are. Always have a goal, find something to move on. Not move on, but, work towards. Have little goals, big goals. I've got big goals. I've got some really big goals. I get lost into myself. My goals, my dreams, my pride, my faults, my search is never over. That's good. Yeah, it's good that it's never over. Yeah, D-Rabbits. Karen asked for my name and badge. Yeah. Arisen 1157 says, gonna head off. Take care. I'll be safe. Be well. Thank you for stopping by. Jinju says, oh, come on. You're a sexy beast. To Mama Tega. Well. What's up, Botangelo? I hope all is well in Brazil. But yeah. So, you deal with it and just let them. All right, cool. All right, great. Did the Karen ask for your badge number? She asked for the store number. So there you go. She did ask for what's the identifying number for the store? I said, well, I just gave it a location because that's how we're going to identify it. It's fun. It was fun. It was kind of funny because I looked at my employees and they're just kind of looking at me like, what are you doing? I'm just letting the lady yell, and I was whatever. And after they were done, I helped with what I could help, and then go back to the back. You don't know the risk of letting me taking over the chat? Oh, there's no risk, Otangelo. There's no risk. None whatsoever. You forget. I have ultimate control here, so there's no risk whatsoever. Your telecommunications store does not self-identify as an attack helicopter. No, it doesn't. My beard is not red, it's pink. And the reason why it's pink, I'm dyeing it this part of the October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month in the States. I'm not sure if it is everywhere, but I think it is everywhere. But October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, raising money. You actually find 2 links in the description of Tangelo. So if you want to donate to the cause, I'm raising money for the Pink Fund. You can do a direct donation to the Pink Fund, or you can donate to the PayPal donation link. And we'll pull all that together at the end of the month, beginning of November. I think right in the 4th or the 5th, when everything clears, want to make sure everything's clear from the donations. I'll tally it all up. I'll probably go ahead and just leave my whatever I've got. Just probably just donate all of it, including the Streamlabs stuff. But whatever, put all that stuff in there. Excuse me, and then we'll send one large donation, or however, whatever the donation total amount is, we'll send it over. But if you don't want to do it to if you don't want to do the breast cancer charity that I've selected, if there's one in Brazil that you'd rather donate to, do that. You know what I mean? I just want to get people involved in helping out with whatever. Like I said, it doesn't. However I can get people help, that's all that matters to me. So, thanks. It is a good cause. It's donated to a poor pastor in Africa. Well, they're supposed to be poor, I think, right? And that, like, pastors are supposed to be, or those are priests. Yeah, never mind. But yeah, so that's what we're doing here. That's one of the things, one of the many things. So yeah. I'm supposed to rinse it out, but I'm gonna let it go for a little longer so I get that good, that good in there. It says fish like a girl. I must have missed something. What do we have here? Boom. All right. Wait, come back here. I'm going to have a guest here in a minute. It's not Poor Pastor Month, though. Oh, yeah, Archangel 3 says, oh, no. Look. He says, I know it's breast cancer month, but I already shaved my head for OBT. That's fine. He needs as much help, and, what he's going through. Absolutely. More power to you. Like I said, absolutely. Just people getting involved in whatever way they want to get involved with whatever, just because this is breast cancer awareness month, because we're doing it, I'm not saying that, you have to, it's got to be breast cancer, getting involved with whatever and however you can get involved with whatever, research or treatments or, whatever kind of charity work, any of that stuff, that is all awesome. You can always pretend it's a Karen blood and you did it to get your beard. Ugly German truce. You crack me up. I just called in at the line. It was a good call. A new host, a doctor. Go look it up. I'll check it out. I'm sure it'll come up. I'm sure it'll pop up. Sue Kelsey, they give about $10 a month to UNICEF, small sum for me, but gives a lot worse than look. Yeah, I mean, if everybody gave a little bit of money every now, once a month or once a week or whatever, like I said, that would help out. It would help us so much. There'd be so many different people getting so many different things and services, and it's, like I said, every little bit, I guess the point I'm trying to make is every little bit helps. I mostly donate to wounded veteran organizations, I mostly donate to wounded veteran organizations since I'm a vet. That is awesome too. Lord knows, especially here in the States, that our veterans need all the help they can get. So yeah, absolutely. Wounded vet organizations are amazing too. Tangela, here's the thing. I know what you're saying. I hear what you're saying there. Big organizations like that eat up a big percentage of the money with bureaucracy. Better donating to small organizations or individuals. The only thing that I'll say is donate to who you believe in. So if you believe that the money that you're giving is going to a good cause, then that's what you should donate to. I would just suggest you look into who you're donating to, make sure that they're going to accurately represent what you want your money to represent. That's all I'm saying. Gina Shaver says, Karen blood is much watered down pink. Lean Wakefield says, £50 each month goes to different cause, plus my yearly one to Greenpeace. That's cool too. Absolutely. There's not enough me to go around, but I am being tested for something bigger. I know it. If I can't cannot handle this, then what could I possibly take on for the family? I know I'm the only one. Now, I'm not laughing at you, Angie. I'm laughing at Otangelo here. Direct local funding is the way to go for you then. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, right. So you can always, that's one of the reasons why I picked the pink fund, is because it was more direct and was a little bit more local to where I'm at. They do the state stuff too, but they have, I think there's an office in DFW somewhere. Otangelo says, a good cause is donating to me. I will call in more often to atheist shows. I don't think that's how that works, Otangelo. Does donating to frauditors count? I mean, if that's what you want to support, I would say no. Harrowing. What? Oh, yeah. But no, like I said, we need all the help. A lot of people need help. I wish we didn't have to do these type of things in the States. Because, our medical system could use some work. It really could. As a veteran, I donate and work for Team Rubicon. Have for over 10 years since the beginning. We do emergency cleanup after major natural disasters all over the world, and all veteran professional stuff. That's cool. That's really cool. I love companies that do that take, Sketchcrasher for another $2 American says, loving the beard, my friend. Keep up all the good work. Thank you very much, Sketchcrasher. Yes, Otangelo, that is a pole dancing Darth Dawkins. I mean, I don't know. It's possible. That's all I'm going to say. Families in dire need. Yeah, stuff. Yeah, like I said, man. I'm never one to say that you shouldn't, whatever philanthropy you want to get involved in. Absolutely. If it's, be it animal rescue, be it, whatever, you know what I mean? Aaron Reese, what was this? Donating to frauditors generates arrests that benefit charity live streams throughout the world. Hello, Christo. Good to see you. That old lonely person you see in the neighborhood and know that they're struggling. We all have one. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I said, whatever cause you want to get involved in to help out, and you don't even have to, it doesn't have to be money. You know what I mean? You could donate your time, make that lonely old man or old woman or young man or young woman or whoever, make them a meal and just say, here you go, have some food. Boom. You know what I mean? Whatever you want to do, whatever you feel, whatever you feel that will accurately represent what you want to represent, and whatever, however you want to get involved. Sketchcrasher says, Team Rubicon is great. I work for the VA and partner with Rubicon fairly often. That is cool. Otangelo says, yeah, right. D-Rabbits doesn't take much. It really. With about $30 per month, you can sustain an orphan in India for an entire month. I mean, exactly right. I mean, little things help. Every little thing you can do. You know what I mean? Like I said, if it is, make here's a sandwich. Here's a sandwich, a soda, and a whatever. Here's some food, or here, hey, I was gonna toss out these clothes. You know what I mean? Here, boom, it's whatever. You know what I mean? All that stuff is awesome. Getting involved, helping out your community. Joshua Lee says, we have a city event where we go to people's homes and offer to rake up their lawns in the fall. That's cool too. Stuff like that, little things like that, you know what I mean? Where people who may not be as what you would consider, or most would consider, they have a house, they can't be struggling. You have no idea what's going on behind those four walls, unless I tell you, of course. But there are people that, that just because they have a house and whatnot doesn't mean they're not struggling, or not, they couldn't use a little bit of help every now and again. We have always donated to children at risk. Absolutely. Getting in those, so those things are so important. Angie says, watching you drink makes me want an Arnold Palmy. Who wants an Arnold Palmy? I know that reference. Arnie Palmy alert. Let me ask you a question. If you could be a bear or a dog, which would you be? You want to know what I would be? I would be a bear dog. That way I could live in the house, but still take a duty in the woods. Her name is Christineth. You come to my house. Yeah, Aaron, those are, yeah, you got to be careful with those. Don't donate to clothing donation bins and parking lots that get sold for profit to other countries and damage the local textiles economy. That's, I don't like donating to like Goodwill and stuff like that because it's not the best. I'm not a huge fan. Not a huge fan. Local is key to start, close, and expand. D-Rabbit says, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I mean? The most... dad joke. Yeah, the most... man, bear, pig. Yep, absolutely. The most awesome thing that you can do is you can start locally. You know what I mean? Start on your own street. Pick up some trash. Simple as that. You know what I mean? Yeah, you said duty. Pat Down just says late but here. No, Pat, you're not late. You're right on time. Right on time. Worst dad joke. It wasn't a dad joke. It was a quote from a movie. I mean, it may have been a dad joke in a movie, but it was a quote from the other guys. When is the last time you saw a textile company near you? Every day on my way to work. Every day on my way to work. All right, Ma. We'll see you. We'll talk to you later. Talk to you later, Ma. Okay. We're going to wait a little bit to make sure she's gone before I tell you what I'm working on. Cityscape at dusk. Oh. Yeah. Well, I'm silly. See, this is what comes up on my end. Okay. We'll wait till you go, Ma. It was my worst dad joke. What do you mean? Oh. Dad jokes are fun, though. Why is it bad to build a hydropower plant on a small lake? There is no current. Very good. Very good, Soup Kettle. Well played. Well played. Well, I thought we were going to have a guest. He disappeared. He disappeared. Heather Smith said, so punny. That's another good one. One of those. I see what you did there. Somebody's beeping at me. I'm in trouble now. It's probably the wife. What are you doing? Stop it. I get yelled at on this these apps. I was like, Jesus Christ. We have a new member. Sofa King Sleepy has become a member. You are already a member. Oh, it's one of those. I got to go back to it because it tells me that you're a member. It says, for being awesome and spreading great well wishes. Thank you very much. Absolutely appreciate it. You can all join in to the, you can become a plot hole producer. It'd be awesome if you did. The more of you that do that, the more time I get to spend with you. No, I'm just kidding. It's a free channel. You guys, if you can, awesome. If not, no worries. Joshua Lee says, at the plot hole. D. Rabbits, that's true. That is true. Heather Smith, expensive college education, yes. Robert Castle says, what's up, my Globetards? What's up, Robert? If two vegans have an argument, is it still a beef? I think it's called... what is it called? D. Rabbits, what does make it a beard dye? You're talking about Dimebag Darrell, Ugly German Truce from Pantera. He dyed his beard pink like this. Yeah. Luckily, you can't fall off a globe. It helps when you're drunk. That's true. Hey, Sabercat TV. Oh, so fucking sleepy says $2 for my dues, Nerdface. Thank you very much. Absolutely appreciate it. Hello, just popped in to see what's happening. That's how she said it. I'm not being cheeky. The one textile company in our area left years ago. Our UAW is now on strike. Don't hate. This could up your wages. There are vegans and those who want to have sexual congress with a vegan. Interesting. Robert Caslow. All right. I need somebody to at Little Red Air 74 and let me know if she's still here. MSCB Bergie says, time to run. All the best to you and the fam. Thank you for stopping by. Have a good one. If you're going to run, make sure you take like a reflective thing so you don't get hit by a car. And a whistle, just because. Chuck, I like a good Cobb salad. Oh, my goodness. Those vegans are some healthy-looking people. Some of them are. Some of them really are. Yeah, some of them. I know some vegans and some vegetarians that are not so healthy looking, but probably more healthy looking than I am. Fish Like a Girl for $19.99 American dollars says, good night, time for dinner, y'all. What's for dinner? Thank you very much for that super chat. I absolutely appreciate it. You guys are awesome. I don't know, man. Have you seen that vegan teacher? She is ugly because of her personality, for sure. Robert Castle says, did Skeptics drama with FTFT get settled? As far as I know, I'm trying to stay as neutral with that as possible because, you know, I've never had issue with either one of the guys. I've tried not to put myself in the middle of their there it is. Here's Darth, Dancing Darth. To all, yes, Doc with a pink goatee and not a full beard, but come on, Johnny O, guitar player with a pinkish beard. Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I need to start. Okay. That's one of the things I wanted to talk about. You're going to go dance a bit and practice for the choir concert on Monday. So love y'all. Oh, tell me what time. And Sherlock says the plot hole is still hitting the gym when I can. COVID, like, is the most, I'm telling you, it's always something. And I'm not going to let this get in the way for sure. Just skeptic of a sky gives a cue ball, of course, absolutely. So the day, like 2 days after I went back to the gym, my accountability partner calls me up and says, "Oh, I can't taste anything." I said, "Oh, great." He tested positive for COVID, so I waited and tested. I was negative, and waited, tested negative again. So I had 2 negatives, and it was good. And then I said, all right, cool. I'm going to start doing some things around here that, you know, I don't have weights around the house, but I can, you know, push-ups and sit-ups and things like that. So I was doing a lot of that stuff, a lot of just in-home kind of things. He got better. He never got bad, right? He just lost taste. That's it. That's all I did, just lost taste. And then we were supposed to start going back into getting, you know, back into the gym and start doing some more workouts. And then my wife and youngest got COVID. So I was like, well, fucking hell, I guess I'll still do the stuff at the house. Yeah. Oh, is that what we're waiting on? I'm sorry. There. My bad. I thought I sent it along with you. Let's go here. All right. So anyway, the Jim Who. But yeah, so that kind of derailed going to the gym for a little bit. I'm getting back in there. It's going to happen. I'm going to get back in there because, you know, that's, I've got to do it. Robert Castle says, what's the topic? Anything. At the plot hole, you have several stages of resistance in the form of your Yoda training partners around home, from small to extra large. That is true. Gina Shaver says, I still hope your family's recovering. Yeah, they are doing so much better. Like the youngest, the youngest is, she, like I said, she was down for about a day and a half, and that was it. She's, you know, back. My goodness. Oh, to be young. My wife that's what I was talking about earlier. My wife had more severe symptoms, but I think it's because she's vaccinated, but she got sick, and then we have like every year right at this time, because of the changing of the seasons, both of us get like, we get congested and we get some, um, like our asthma kicks in, all the allergies and whatnot kick in high gear. And I think that happened on top of, that happened on top of her getting COVID. So those symptoms were like, she was going to have those symptoms regardless. So we didn't get anything too terribly bad. She lost a little bit of taste. So otherwise, yeah. You do know that you don't need a gym to work out. Last I checked, push-ups were all still free now. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Do rabbits? That's what we're working on. That's what I work on here. I try to do, like when I'm at work, I try to get some laps in. I'll go and I'll walk to lunch and then walk back, and I try and add more movement throughout the day. Oh, I hear something. Let me get. Hang on. Let me get you into this here. We are going to add, because you're not going to be on source. I think that's what I need. We're going to do that, and we're going to say. We'll do that. Boom. And then we'll do that. Done. Let me make sure they can hear you. Give us some wisdom. No wisdom? Oh, we're echoing. What am I? Oh, I know what I am. Let me do this. Limey Play. I'm so glad you're here. Bella Charge, is that you? Did I see you, Bella Charge? What's going on, Fockers? Limey Play. Oh, jeez, faculty, don't you put that voodoo on me. All right, there you are. Oh, I know why I think I know why we're getting an echo. Hang on a second, got to fix that. Limey, don't go anywhere. Let me do this. What am I doing? I wish I knew. This is what I'm doing. Primes, monitor only. No, we need monitor off. Now they should be able to hear you.
Can you hear me?
Aha! No more echo, and they should be able to hear you too. So good. That's all I wanted to do.
All right.
Don't you put that voodoo on me, Ricky Bobby. Jail warning coming. No, it's not jail warning. All right. Limey Play. Okay, first and foremost, I need somebody to say to at Little Red Air 74, see if she's still here. Okay. Make sure she's not still here. Let me know. Oh, by the way, everybody, welcome my good buddy Prime Red.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
I hope well, so far so good. I'm having a good time.
Excellent. I'm going to be open with you, Johnny-O. My state of mind, let's just say if our states of mind were physical entities and one could be at a greater elevation than the other, I would be the one on that greater elevation. If you understand the message I'm trying to get across.
I am picking up what you're putting down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yep. Okay. If at Little Red Air 74 is not here, Limey. What part of, you're in London, right? You're close to London, Limey? Let me know. So Prime, what have you been up to? I saw that you released a new video. What was it, last week or the week before?
Last week, yeah.
Last week. Was it a video or a live stream?
It was a video.
I thought so. I get so many damn notifications. It's tough for me to keep up with all that stuff.
Yeah, but you have not seen it yet. I take it.
I started to watch it at work. I think you put it out on a Wednesday when I was closing. So I started to watch it at work, and then I didn't get the opportunity to finish it because I was at work.
Okay. Yeah. I am, as you know, probably a huge fucking Star Trek fan. No probably about it. I'm going to say I'm probably one of the biggest Star Trek fans out there, if I say so myself.
Yeah.
I don't know if anyone else out there is a Star Trek fan, but the show is fucking awesome. At least up until about 2005.
You didn't like? Let's see, 2005. Let's see. What happened in 2005?
That was the end of Enterprise.
Oh, I never got into Enterprise.
It should. It should. It gets a bad rap. The first season is kind of rough. The second season gets better, gets a lot better, and then the third and fourth seasons are actually really good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, I just never had time. Like I said, I stopped with. I'd never gotten to Voyager. I did DS9. That was it. That's where I stopped. And I did the movies, of course, but I just I didn't have time to keep up with television. I didn't watch a whole lot of television from 2002 up until now. I still don't watch a whole lot of television. I watch movies, but that's about it. Limey play Get With Me tomorrow when you wake up for the day. Or are you? No, you're not waking up for the day. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning for you, isn't it? Tomorrow when you wake up for the day, Get With Me.
Yeah, so I bring up Star Trek to swing back around to my latest video.
Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Which my latest video was it was me kind of exploring more Star Trek in a printed medium, books and comics.
Okay.
So I started reading some comics, and what I did was a dramatic reading, a dramatic performance, if you will, abridged of the first 2 issues of a comic series from IDW called Mirror Darkly, which takes place in the Next Generation era, entirely in the Mirror Universe.
Okay. All right.
So I read I read most of the comic. I tried to be, like I say in my video, I tried to be kind of economical with my usage of the comic. Basically to get people to, if they feel interested in it, they can get it themselves and see the full-blown comic with a full-blown art. But I want to get the story across, so I read the comic panels and added my own kind of commentary in between.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's a first for me. I'm interested to know how it plays out, if people like it.
You know what? Here's the thing. Just keep doing it. If they like it, they do. If they don't, fuck them. Just do what you like.
Yeah.
That's always cool stuff. It's always good to talk about shit that you like to talk about. It makes it easy, right? You don't have to sit and think, what am I going to talk about today?
Yeah, definitely. Which Star Trek is a subject that I talked a little bit about on a stream of mine a couple of weeks ago. But if I go down this road, it's probably going to be a huge fucking tangent.
Yeah.
But I got into a slight morsel of internet exchange of fire with a channel called Triangulum Studios.
Uh-oh. What'd you do?
And
one second.
Yeah, he made
last
this
name for $2 says the Orville is the best Trek since the Galaxy Quest. Yeah. I can get down with that. I like Galaxy Quest. I thought it was great. Thank you for that $2 super chat, by the way. All right, go ahead. Please continue.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Sabercat, yeah, we can definitely talk about whatever you are wanting to talk to me about your book.
She's been working on that book for a long time. This is a big series. She keeps telling me about all the little things. Oh, I got this character. Well, if you tell me about all of it, I'm not going to be able to read it and enjoy it in the book. It's like, well, no, but I got to tell you about it.
Is that your middle
That's my
daughter?
oldest. That's my oldest daughter.
Your oldest daughter? Okay.
Yeah. Babylon 5 was the best Star Trek.
Disagree.
I liked Babylon 5. That was a good show.
But yeah, so Triangulum Studios made this video. This sort of fan video. You know what I did, and we can do this if you want. We can actually watch the video. I can comment on it, and we can see the actual comment interaction that we had. Because I gave him some strong opinions on what I thought of his fan theory.
I would do that, but I can't. With the way that I'm running tonight, I can't bring in video. I can, but I don't have any control over it. I can just start and stop it, and if I stop it, it starts all the way back over. And I haven't quite set this part up to do the video watching.
Oh, that's lame.
At the plot hole, limey thoughts on Shatner going into space. I think that if he can make it happen, then he can make it happen. Good for him.
He already did.
He's going,
in
right?
Space on his back. No, he went to.
Oh, he went already.
Yesterday, or the day before.
Lucky him.
Yesterday and the day before.
Must be nice to be Captain Kirk.
Yep.
It's too bad Leonard Nimoy didn't get to do that.
I know.
They sent up Scotty. He's in outer space right now.
Yep. So is Gene Roddenberry.
Gene Roddenberry's out there too. Yeah. Good old OBS. Yeah, that's true. Good old OBS. If I'd known we were going to do something like that, I would have just done this through StreamYard. That makes it easier because I could just add it and control it that way. But Brainy Beaver says, "Sup, loser? What's up, Brainy Beaver? Good to see you, buddy."
But yeah, this video he made was about the Enterprise A, Captain Kirk's second ship.
No bloody A, B, C, or D. It's a great line in that episode.
And he tried to cram all this lore together. Like I understand, writing your own headcanon, your own fan fiction, stuff like that. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is if your story sucks or doesn't make sense. So I called him out on that because he tried to cram all this different secondary canon and basically Gene Roddenberry's opinion on it. Mm-hmm. Crammed it all together into this one video about the history of the ship before Captain Kirk. Well, actually, it's the whole history of the ship, now that I think about it. But he tries to cram all this stuff in before Kirk took over, and it's just terrible. And I called him out on it, and he didn't appreciate it.
Most people like that don't. Like, oh man, come on, dude, you can't. Look, I get it. I put out videos, and people don't like the things that I say all the time, and they come over and yell at me, and okay, have a good day. My goodness. At the plot hole, Babylon 5 is about to get a reboot. Interesting.
That's true. The bad news is it's going to the CW.
Oh, it's going to be a teeny bopper show then. Fuck that.
That's entirely possible. The good news is J. Michael Straczynski is still has majority control of it now.
Well, that's good.
Whether or not that's true, because maybe that's not entirely true.
Yeah. Commander Darklight says, at the plot hole, did you see the pic of the uniforms they wore? Shatner had his gold jacket and the rest were in red and were That is awesome. No, I didn't. I got to look that shit up because that's hilarious. Red shirts. Brainy Beaver says, hi, I'm super tired.
Well, go to bed, son.
You could. It's only 9:30 though. I wonder why we're super tired. Hey, entertain everybody for a few minutes. I have got to do what old men do whenever it's their old men. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. Welcome to the Prime Hole, everybody. What do you guys want to talk about? We could talk about Star Trek, but that could last a long time. Hope everything is going all right with Johnny and the old John. Hopefully no sewer sharks grab him or something like that. Up through the toilet. That wouldn't be good. You guys know about those, right? Commander Darklight says, TOS had the lowest ratio of deaths per episode of any Star Trek series, and not many of those were truly red shirts. That's correct. I do believe that more gold shirts actually died than red shirts. And Lami Play asks, how is Enterprise? Enterprise is probably underrated. It got a lot of shit when it first came out, for good reasons. The first season is a little rough. There's a lot of like reusing core plot pieces from other Star Trek shows and things like that. There are some standout episodes. The Andorian incident, for one, which is canonically the first introduction of the Andorians in the Star Trek canon. Season 2 definitely picks up, especially on the second half, and starts to get pretty good, especially the season finale, which starts a third season. It's an entire story arc. The first one in history, technically, although you could probably say that about season 7 of Deep Space Nine as well. I digress. But season 3 is an entire story arc about a potential war with an alien race that wants to annihilate Earth. And then season 4 is really good. Season 4 is essentially several mini arcs and a couple standalone episodes, which really dives into the history of the Star Trek canon, shows some of the first steps of forming the Federation, a lot of great characters and stuff like that. And Aaron Reese says, anytime they do a prequel series, they have to fit in huge events without violating canon. It's not easy to do. No, it isn't.
No, it's tough to do. It's impossible to do, really. It's impossible to do. At the plot hole, I'm somewhat aware of a few creators that didn't go to bed till like 5 a.m. that got up to work at 8 a.m. because they were talking to a fellow creator in need. So I'm like, so tired, I'm high. I may or may not know exactly what you're talking about. I want to say. Yeah, I might know a couple of the day job dudes you're talking about. I might.
Oh, Limey playing? Excellent. Yeah, definitely give it a shot. Unfortunately, you're a little too late because I think it was a couple of weeks ago they took it off of Netflix. It still might be on Amazon though, or you can get the Blu-rays because the Blu-rays have a lot of good stuff on it, a lot of behind the scenes stuff, and there's some really good insights into the the thoughts of the creators. Brandon Braga is very honest, probably brutally honest about some of the failures that plagued that show at the beginning.
Where were we talking? We're talking about Enterprise.
Yes.
Yeah. One of these days, I might check it out, but maybe excuses. If Beaver is high, he has gotten to the vanilla again. Yep. Man, my goodness. So what do you have planned for this Halloween? Casey the Cannibal, what are you doing here? I mean, hi.
Oh, there's Casey.
Good to see you, Casey.
Casey is my amazing girlfriend, and with any luck, we will be watching horror movies.
Sweet.
After trick or treating.
You're gonna go trick or treating and watch horror films? I like what I hear.
Yeah.
No, that's cool.
Definitely.
I get down with people that you want to go trick or treating. Do it. Fucking have some fun.
Well, we've Casey has a daughter, so we're not trick or treating.
I don't care if you guys could have been going out just because you wanted to go out trick or treating. I'm like, hey, whatever.
Well, I'm kind of strange, but I'm not that strange.
It's okay if you are. Like I said, Oh, there's a pole dancing Darth from Road No Last Name. Who says The Expanse does sci-fi better than most sci-fi? Thinking face. Thank you for that $2.
The Expanse does have very, very realistic sci-fi technology.
I haven't looked at it. Gina Shaver says, bye-bye. Good night to all. Please bow your head for today's past. All right. Will do. Have a good night. Plot hole, I'm going to go back to sleep. Thanks for keeping me company while I smoked, rolling on the floor laughing. You are very welcome. And again, talk to me tomorrow. I need something from... Well, I need to talk about something. At the plot hole, all these people in my comments are saying I should have showed the bus on my vid and like... but you couldn't. Tell them the moment I do the video.
You're going all over the place.
I'm sorry. I'm reading Brain. Yeah, I was good. Brain says, at the plot hole, all these people in my comments are saying I should have showed the bus on my video. And like I keep telling them that the moment I do the video won't be available anyways. You can't show that. I don't think you can. I don't think it would be a good idea. I don't know if you saw his latest video, but he covered. I was gonna cover this guy too, but Brainy already did, so I was like, fine, I just won't cover it. And I said, I got another one I'm gonna cover, and then somebody else covered. I was like, fine, I won't do that one either.
But you can cover somebody more than one time.
That's true. You can do that. That is true. I just, it's like it's one of those deals when you are similar to other creators and your jokes are almost the same. Like there was one time Team did a video on, I can't remember which Karen he did a video on, but he did this video. It was a very popular video to respond to, and I was fucking writing on my script, just cracking away at it, and I'm reading through it, and then Team, like, as soon as I swear to God, the second I finished my script, Connie Johnson donated $5 with no message. Thank you very much, Connie. I appreciate that. Anyway, awesome. The second that I got that, I finished, Team Skeptic's like, oh, I got a new video coming out, and then 30 minutes later, I opened it up, and sure as shit, there's the video that I was going to cover, and his jokes and my jokes were damn near the same. It was so fucking close. I was like, I think I should just go ahead and redo it. No big deal. I wasn't pissed off or anything. I wasn't upset. It's like, no worries. I missed the fucking boat on that one. And so that's one reason. Yeah. That's the only reason why I try not to do that, because, Team and Brainy and myself and we have very similar senses of humor.
Yeah, and as much as I don't want to admit, I'm not the first person who's ever reviewed a Bible Man episode.
I just don't know how you guys do that. Why would you put yourself through that?
For the fans, basically. Not that I really have fans. I mean, I have like 2 fans, maybe.
Echo, where's Echo?
Uh-oh.
You're doubling. You're not doubling on my end.
Uh-oh.
Why? I don't know why the echo. That's a good question. Let me see here. Hang on. Let me see if I can figure it out. Oh, wait a minute. I know why there might be an echo. I know why there's an echo. Hang on a second, everybody.
You do.
Hang on a second. I know why there's an echo. Just a second.
Yes, we know there's an echo. Chat.
Hang on a second. I did something there that fixed it. I know what it is.
Okay.
Hang on a second. I got to do this really quick. Let me do boom. Sweet. And then boom. Add that. We'll move you over here, JL. Hang on a second, Prime. I got to re-add you to this side over here. Browser source. Where are you at? Where I had you there? Prime Red OBS. Boom. Okay, Prime. Let me hear you.
Okay.
JL, let me hear you.
Is there an echo?
Hey.
That should have killed the echo. Wait, let me double check. No, I know why it's not. I got to do this. JL, Prime Red, monitor off. That's right. Where's JL? Where did JL go? What the fuck?
I'm here.
All right. No, I mean on my thing here. That should take care of the echo. Chat, let me know. Echo good? Let me
Echo.
know. Is it still no more echo? Seems fine now. Golden,
Good.
awesome. Now you can hear everybody. Hear Prime.
Excellent.
You can hear JL.
Yes.
Sweet. Awesome. There we go. That's why we got the echo.
Very good.
All right. Sweet. All right. So there's a lot of people that say I should still do. I'm probably gonna do the ones that the two responses. I'm probably still gonna do those. I'm just trying to think of a different angle to make sure because I mean, I get it. We're a little different. I cover things a little different than Team and Radical and all these other guys. So Casey Campbell says it's all JL's fault. That's true.
Of course, it's always my fault.
It's always, well, I don't know about all that, but anyway. But yeah, I will definitely. I'm gonna make it tomorrow. That's what we'll do. We'll just do it tomorrow because I didn't put out a video today. I know. Fucking hell. All right, so everybody here. You said that you were going to watch. What scary movies are you going to watch?
I don't know. The list is yet to be determined. I imagine there is a few we will watch. Like probably House. I don't know why. I fucking love House, and I tend to watch it very regularly around Halloween for some reason.
Talking about like the Doctor Show?
No, the House from 1986. It's a haunted house movie with
I'm just giving you
William
shit.
Catt.
I'm giving you shit.
No,
you know I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay, with that British guy. Ouch.
That would be Hugh Laurie.
Yes, fucking Jay. I know what his name is. You're killing me, Smalls. You're killing me. You're killing me. Pat Jenner says, I love House.
Yeah.
Let's see
House
here.
is awesome.
So you're going to watch House. Cat Williams? Me? No Cat Williams. Let's see here. All right, so JL, you just streamed the newest Halloween Kills.
Mm-hmm.
Would you recommend that? Or did you see the first Halloween it's not a reboot. I guess reboot?
No,
It's like a soft reboot
20,
sequel.
2018?
Yeah.
So the 2018 is a sequel.
Well,
And
yeah, I know, but
it's
it's still a reboot of what kind of came out. So it's like a soft reboot.
Well,
right?
Yeah,
no,
because
no,
it ignores
a direct sequel. A direct sequel isn't a reboot because they're not restarting the franchise and beginning again. Like what they've done with Spider-Man is they've rebooted it all those times. But with the 2018 one, ignores the films in between and then just readdresses them as like they're a part of the canon, but they're not like they're like stories that were told, like campfire stories or urban legends. So it is a direct sequel to the first one, to the 1978 one. So that's what that's what it is in the continuity of this one, the David Gordon Green continuation of the storyline. Whereas like the Evil Dead movie, the Fede Alvarez one, was a continuation of the universe, like another story within the universe of Evil Dead.
So what I'm hearing you say is they took a series of films that already had 8 of them, right? There were 8 Halloween films. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, H2O, and
Resurrection, and then the zombie one. So
no, I'm not talking about the zombie one.
There's 20 of them.
Because the zombie ones were essentially a reboot.
Those were definitely a reboot.
That's a reboot.
What you're telling me
There's enough Halloween movies to fill an entire month. There could be
that's true.
An entire month of Halloween movies.
That's true. But so they took a series of films that already had sequels, and then they redid those sequels. Sounds like a reboot.
No, they didn't redo the sequel.
Sounds like a soft reboot.
They ignored all the sequels.
Yeah, so essentially the new Halloween 2, because there's 2, 3, there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, H2O, Resurrection, and then the 2 zombie films, which were a reboot, which we don't have to acknowledge. So that is essentially 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, H2O, Resurrection. So that's 7 movies that they relegated to just kind of like urban legend in the Halloween mythos. And then the actual two legitimate timeline continuity ones are the 1978 and the 2018, and then Halloween Kills, which essentially ostensibly takes place during the exact same night as the first movie took place.
Gotcha. So Limey Places. So you're saying they rebooted the sequels? Anyway,
so for the laws of cinema, no, it does. In the laws of cinema, it does not count as a reboot. It is a direct sequel to the very first one. So.
Peter Collins.
Maybe you could call it a soft
4:45 a.m. Great start to my day. Hey, Peter, good to see you. All right, but so. Let's get them all in there. Get all the conjunctions in there. You saw the new sequel, correct?
Yes, we just
Not
streamed.
You.
Oh.
You saw the Danny McBride sequel, yes, Prime?
See ya.
The one that came out
2018,
like 2 years ago.
Yeah.
No, I've not seen that.
Oh,
Wow, really?
Yeah,
that might be a good one to put in your.
I was considering doing a double feature, doing the 2018 and then followed immediately by Halloween Kills, so people could see them both.
Yeah,
because it's ostensibly the exact same night, so it's just one continuation. It's two movies that cover one night, and I thought about doing that, but I had other stuff that I had to take care of IRL, so I was kind of like, I can't fit it in. I couldn't get back to my computer in time.
Yep.
No, I've not seen the second movie either. But one thing I have heard that made me, not quite so anxious to watch it is I heard that the second one is very much the second part. Like it's not entirely a self-contained movie, so it's going to rely on the third one that's coming out.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the first one.
Well,
and
yeah,
you're gonna have to watch. It's supposed. So the first one, that's kind of what I liked about the 2018 was that it left it open. I mean, it didn't. It left it open, but you didn't. It didn't have to have a sequel. You could have stopped it right there. Would have been fine, right? And then they went ahead and said, "Well, we're going to do all three of them because." And then Danny McBride put out the second one, and from what I saw, the second one was not that good.
The one that we just watched.
Yeah.
No, it was amazing. Number one, you missed the entire opening of it, and
I'm sorry, but
I'm not talking about the basement scene. You missed all the stuff that led up into that because there was a good almost 10 minutes of movie just that before we even got to what was going on in the basement.
Yeah.
So you missed that section. You missed the stuff in the bed. Then you didn't catch stuff in the basement. The stuff that went down in the basement. Like I said, there was something that we forgot about about the basement in and of itself that says, oh, now I can understand how that could happen. And then when we were chatting about the movie after the fact, someone was pointing out, I was like, yeah, given that what we just saw, it would be plausible that a person could do that because people have survived worse calamities, doing exactly what Michael Myers essentially did in the film. So that's completely and totally the bounds of reality.
Are we talking movie reality or real
reality? There are people that have survived. There are people that have survived building calamities by doing pretty much exactly what he did in order to survive the fire and the Now, the whole point being is that if you look at it, if the firefighters had never gone in the house and it had never breached the house, and one of them were to fall into the basement itself and give him a point of egress, if they'd never done that, just let the place burn, like, this fire's out of control, there's nothing we can do, let's just keep it from spreading to the surrounding woods. If they just let the place burn down, he would have died. Because the whole place would have eventually collapsed down around him and would have caved in the entire basement. He would have been stuck and probably would have either asphyxiated or would have burned to death. But that's not what happened because the firefighters went in. So
essentially what you're saying is it's the firefighter's fault.
Yes, I'm blaming the victims.
Okay. I like it when you wrap up a case.
The purpose of the film in itself is not only just it's a Halloween film, it's a Michael Myers film, but it also examines the idea that monsters exist and that we are so afraid that essentially we're so afraid that in order to stop them, you essentially have to be one yourself. But we're so afraid of doing that, we then let them get away and let them do so. It's essentially our fear of them which empowers them. and that in our fear we don't handle them correctly. We're so terrified or whatever that, and we don't want to become them, so we just they keep using that to their advantage. That the way bad guys like this they keep operating is that they use that fear that people have of them, their unwillingness to go as far as the monster does, and they'll use that. That's their biggest strength, is taking advantage of the fact that the people around them are not as depraved or as violent or as capable of the things that they are capable of. And that's what they're addressing in this. That's how Michael keeps getting away. That's how he keeps getting out of the situations, is he preys upon the weakness of being human. Because he himself is ostensibly not human. He's a physical, mortal human being, but he doesn't view the world like a human does. And that is where his strength lies, in that he's not limited by what everyone else is limited by.
He's also a 68 to 70-year-old man, by the way.
Yeah, you're making this sound a whole lot more fucking deep and profound than it should be for a movie about a guy stabbing people.
Well, I mean, that's the story they're telling. If you just go in and you look at it as like, oh, it's a movie about just this dude who's just stabbing people to death, and just like whoever gets in his way, he just kills him. Oh, look at all the kills. But I mean, that's
totally what it is.
But I mean, come on. I'm a horror fan, and I look into it.
Right.
And
yeah, sure.
The story is very important to me. What are they trying to tell? Which is why even I can say Halloween 2 had its merits, because I saw what Zombie was trying to do in his second movie. The first one, the Zombie one, was on point. I really enjoyed it. It was a good reboot. I enjoyed the fresh take on it. He added information that a lot of people thought wasn't necessary, but John Carpenter said to Zombie, make it your own. If you're gonna do this, he did. Yeah, so he added stuff to the movie. He added stuff to the food, to the mythos that was not originally there.
Johnny, you know what? He's never seen Halloween. He's only seen the reboot. That's kind of sad.
Who hasn't?
No, not you. He wasn't talking about you at all.
Because there was stuff in the zombie one that was not in the first one.
Yeah, but again, the stuff that Rob Zombie put in there, I thought was I don't care. I didn't need to know his.
That's zombie stuff, but that's Zombie story. That's Zombie story utilizing characters created by John Carpenter. And John Carpenter enjoyed it because it wasn't a direct rip off of what Carpenter did. Carpenter was basically like, okay, yes, go ahead and do this. You have my blessing, but make it your own. Don't just do Rob Zombie does John Carpenter. Do Rob Zombie's Halloween. Make it yours. And that's what Zombie did. That's what Zombie did. And then I liked what he did in the second one. I enjoyed what he tried to do in the second one. No, there are people that do like the second one, and I don't believe they exist. I like what he tried to do, because the narrative of the second one was that violence of that nature, that violence and extreme trauma infect not only the victims, but they infect everyone around them. Even the people who are not directly touched by it, but the people just in the vicinity, that even an entire town, that Loomis and Sheriff Brackett and everybody around Michael, not just Laurie and Lord, what's it? Danielle Harris's character.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, that guy.
But anyway, everyone around them is deeply affected by these things, and that's what he was trying to say, is that he was trying to expand it out and bring the reality to it, is that this kind of trauma, that this kind of rage and anger and violence and just this mindless insanity has a way of infecting people. And that's essentially what it does, because you see the changes in Laurie, the changes in the characters around her, the changes in Brackett, the changes in Loomis as they try to cope with this madness that has infected their lives. And that's why we see the radical character shifts that we have, because a lot of people are like, that's not the way Loomis would act. And I agree, because that was Loomis dealing with the effects of Michael in his life after Michael's escape. And then he kills everyone, and Loomis has got to deal with that. So that's how he coped with it. And then he essentially has the redemption arc where he goes and tries to face Michael and winds up getting himself killed.
Yeah, JL. I hear that. and I get it, and I think it's kind of BS. I think Rob Zombie's a hack.
That's because you're
He
not a
has this
horror
book
fan.
of
That's because you're not a horror fan.
No, Rob Zombie has this book of Rob Zombieisms. He took the Halloween script, he hit double space on it a few times, and inserted his Rob Zombieisms, like weird trailer trash people and weird abuse innuendo and stuff like that. Yeah.
Well, so I understand.
That's not making.
I understand what you're trying to say there, Prime. That was kind of my issue with what Rob Zombie did with the reboot. It's not that he made it his own. It's that he used like just old hat cliches.
It's Rob Zombie stuff, and if you know about Rob Zombie's background and where he gets his influences from, the influences that went into House of a Thousand, Devil's Rejects, and his filmmaking style, and you look at where he drew those influences from. Okay, so the Joe Rogan interview that Zombie sat down with Rogan, where he pretty much just went through his entire life story. Like where he grew up, what his major influences were, the big influences behind White Zombie, the big influences behind his solo career, the imagery and the effects of that all come from seedy 1970s underground New York City. The underground theaters at the time, the underground countercultures at the time. That all of this, the visual medium, all of this comes, and all of this is what influenced where he took the band, where he took White Zombie, and where he took his solo career when he broke off from them. So even in the music, he himself doesn't think he's a good musician. It's all about the visual appeal with what White Zombie did and with what Rob Zombie did in his solo deal. It's all about the visual spectacle, because all in all, he always said he wanted to be a filmmaker more than he wanted to be a musician, and that he loved the idea of making movies. He just had no idea where to begin because he was already entrenched in the music industry so he said, well, what better way to do this than to use what I love about film, this particular genre of film, and then use that to make my music videos. And then we'll just set the music as to whatever, because we don't think we're very good. And it's kind of like shocking that people are like offering us record deals and shit, because he turned the first 2 record deals he was offered down because he was like, nah, this is just, whatever. And then, but he used his style to make his videos, to inform his music videos. So yeah, I can understand that. You want to be a filmmaker, but you happen to be a musician. Use what you do to make your movies. Those are your music videos. And then that's where his influence is from. He was influenced by old school stuff, old school psychological horrors, and of course the underground shit that not a lot of people's familiar with. And the underground counterculture New York City scene from living in the worst parts of NYC in the 70s. That makes sense. You look at the visual appeal of House of a Thousand, look at the visual appeal of Devil's Rejects, and you can see that influence in there, not just in character archetypes, but in the grindhouse type of filming that he loves, because those are the movies he grew up watching.
No, I understand, but that's like the point. The point isn't that he took those influence and then made it his own. He just took those influence and kind of copy paste.
I mean, I just, as a filmmaker, I can look at what he does and say, yeah, that's his spin. That's the Rob Zombie spin. You may not think it's original. You may not think it's inspired. Well, you may not think but it is. It is inspired by the things that came before it. We all stand in the giants that came before us. Hell, I shot a short film, like single person, post-apocalyptic film where I stole camera angle uses from Resident Evil 4. The idea of the camera over the right shoulder, following along with the gun barrel, so that you can get when it's moving along. I use that in a post-apocalyptic short film that I shot, because that's fucking cool. I'm going to use that because that's amazing. You use what you love. And some people will think of it as it's not original. Some people will be like, oh, that's a cool use of that. Or people will say, hey, that's what he loved it. He wants to use it. Fuck what anybody else thinks. That's what Zombie likes. So he's not making, that's the whole thing. He's not making movies for other people. He's making movies for himself and the fans that like his shit. Because he doesn't care about, that's why he didn't care about what Universal thought of House of a Thousand.
Fact, he says, JL Warren, I thought you used JM Truth's camera angles.
Oh.
M's fighting words. No, again,
Ouch.
my criticism is just that it's not. It was too easy, right? He could have done a lot of stuff, but it was just too easy. You know what I mean?
Some people want to go their own way. They want to forge their own path. They don't
Right,
want to
but
spend
no,
a
no,
bunch of years working underneath experts in order to figure out what they want to do. They just want to, and when you start doing that, it's gonna be rough. It's
No,
gonna be
for
hard.
certain. No,
but
no,
there
no,
are,
I'm-
but there
I'm
you
not-
have to admit there are moments of brilliance in House of a Thousand. Little
Oh,
moments that it was like that shit was inspired. That
I-
shit was like
I was not. I'm not a fan of Rob Zombie's filmmaking. I'm not a fan. I don't hate it, but it's not like, you look at. You've talked about Devil's Rejects. I've heard other people talk about Devil's Rejects. Oh, it's great. It's so great. It's so great. It's like, no, it's not. Not really. It's not really that
Devil's
great.
Rejects was his best film.
That's not saying much.
That's the best of it. I mean,
If that's the best, if
No,
that's the
it's
best that
good.
Rob Zombie
No,
can do, then yeah, he should go back.
Yeah.
That's why he's going back.
You want to dog on the dude as a filmmaker, you can dog on the dude as a filmmaker.
No, I'm not
but
dogging him as a filmmaker.
That is
That
his best film.
Again.
And I liked what he brought. I liked what he brought to the Rob Zombie version of Michael Myers. That's the Michael Myers that exists in Rob Zombie's universe. That's great. And then I understand, while the movie wasn't great, Halloween 2 was not a great movie. But I appreciate what he tried to do. And unfortunately, in his attempt to do that, he lost sight of what it was because he was not experienced enough to do what he wanted to do.
Sure.
It's like he was too ambitious. What he tried to do in Halloween 2 was way too ambitious for his expertise level. And from what I understand, he doesn't often listen to outside, but then again, he doesn't really listen to outside sources, but he doesn't really hire people who will challenge him.
Yeah. Ugly German
So
Truth says
that's on
J.L.
him.
Warren sounds like he's analyzing porn. Underneath the experts, it's going to be hard. It's going to be rough.
It certainly is. This conversation's been both of those as well.
No, look, I get it. So, I mean, I know how difficult it is to make a film. I've never done it on that grand a level, but I know what the little intricacies of.
Let me play. That's right. Goddamn right.
Well, look, I'll read it out. I'm not scared. At the plot hole, what the hell is wrong with you? Rejects is amazing as his first Halloween. You're dead to me until I wake up. Night, buddy.
I mean, this coming from the dude who said come on, Johnny O. You said you didn't like The Crow.
I didn't. I'm sorry. Oh my god.
You're-
Oh my god, Donnie doesn't like the Crow. Holy shit. No, I'm not a fan. It wasn't. Look, I'm not saying.
Wow,
I didn't
dude.
say. Did I
for
say it
someone
was
who's
shitty?
for someone who's a music fan, you didn't like The Crow. That's just
Okay.
That's just
Wait
shocking.
a minute. Was the Crow just supposed to be a giant music video? No, it was
No, it
supposed to actually
wasn't.
tell me a story. Okay, cool. Was the story?
Which it did.
Okay, yeah. Was the story all that complicated?
No.
No.
Do I have to like it just because everybody else does? There we go.
There's no reason to not like it is the problem.
Sure, there is.
Like what?
It didn't.
Compelling story, solid action,
Old
great
hat.
characters, fantastic acting across the board.
Look, I'm gonna say
Not
this.
the little girl.
Hang on a second. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna take a lot of shit for it, but I'm gonna say this. The reason why people like The Crow so much,
Oh, don't you dare!
I'm gonna say it
You're
because
gonna-
it's
you're
fucking
gonna-
true.
you're
It's
gonna-
fucking
Don't
true.
you-
You're
and
gonna
you
pull the
fucking
death
know
card?
it.
The reason that is not
The
the reason
why people like The Crow so much
It may
is because Brandon Lee was killed on set.
it may be part of the reason.
Anybody who says an event like that doesn't have a huge influence on this
Yeah,
type,
that's
on this
why
type of
Heath
film,
Ledger got. That's
is-
why Heath Ledger got his Oscar.
it was posthumous, yeah. But anybody who says that type of incident, that type of event doesn't have an effect on how popular something is going to be is lying to themselves.
Yeah, that's what I was saying with Heath Ledger. Do you think he would have won that Oscar if he hadn't have died?
Yes, I do.
Really? I don't know.
I don't
Yes,
know. See, that I don't know.
think he,
What I
think
can
he
say
had
about-
I think he had a very strong possibility he would have won that thing, and even if he hadn't died, because it was such an extreme departure. And if it's one thing the Oscars loves, the Academy loves, If it's one thing they will always cherish is when people break archetype. Is that they're essentially roles that people just pigeonhole into.
And this is where I was going to get to this, Aaron Reese. By the way, go ahead, finish your sentence, JL. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're saying that yes, because just like Denzel in Training Day.
Yep.
I mean, this when people break type and they go like way against the grain, and they do it successfully, and they show their range, because who was Denzel before Training Day? He was always the good guy. He was a cop.
He never played a bad guy.
He never played a villain, and then all of a sudden he turns in Training Day. There's his Oscar.
Right.
So, and then it opened up an entire genre of anti-hero films that he was able to play in, and villains that he's like, oh, this whole field opened up that he can now run around in because he did Training Day and he won the Oscar for it. So the same thing with Heath Ledger. You look at all of the roles that Heath Ledger played, going all the way back, and he has the whole 10 Things I Hate About You, Lords of Dogtown, kind of just
Knight's Tale,
artsy indie, and he pushed into other territories like Brokeback Mountain, and he took on roles that were really, really challenging.
See, that's the only reason why that I would say that the Heath Ledger is a little suspect, because he did break tradition and break role with Brokeback Mountain. I thought that I think
that he was nominated though, wasn't he?
I think you're right. I think you're right.
The thing is, though, it doesn't really matter how good your performance is. They're not going to give a Best Picture Oscar to a comic book movie, at least not in 2008. There are a lot. I can say there are a lot of things that definitely would support your argument, Prime, because when was the last time a comic book movie was ever nominated for anything outside of like special effects or makeup? Hell, the only reason why the Return of the King won was because they knew if they didn't, there would be fucking riots.
Yeah. Aaron Reese says, I had a friend who swore The Crow was a ripoff of The Wraith from the 1980s, and that's one of the things I remember watching The Wraith with Charlie Sheen. Right? You've seen this one, right?
That's true. Yeah, it's the Crow with Karis.
Yeah, it's the same story. It's the exact same story.
Exactly. Only
only Charlie Sheen did get run over by one of the cars and die while making it.
No. I think though the Wraith and the Crow graphic novel, I think they both came out in the same year.
Oh, jails and research mode. We're in trouble.
No, The Wraith came out in '86.
Yep,
The Crow first debuted in Caliber Presents #1 in 1989.
Oh yeah. Okay. So The Crow is definitely a ripoff of The Wraith. 100%.
No, it's not a ripoff of it's not a ripoff of The Wraith, because it draws heavily from the Revenant mythology. I'm saying that The Wraith and The Crow may pull from the same inspiration from the same source, but it does not mean that The Crow is a ripoff of The Wraith. Just that they were. I mean, you also don't know how long, because The Wraith was in production for less than a year to get that movie made.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas James O'Barr may have been coming up with the idea for The Crow. Exactly. Whereas James O'Barr may have been developing the idea for The Crow for like 5-6 years before The Wraith was even a thing.
I'm saying ripoff.
No, it's the exact same thing. It's the exact same situation as The Burning and Friday the 13th. A lot of people called The Burning a Friday the 13th ripoff, when in actuality, The Burning went into production almost a year before Friday the 13th, before Sean Cunningham started production on Friday the 13th. The problem was Friday the 13th beat them to the finish line because there were financial problems dealing with The Burning that set them back. And because that setback put them second to the box office, Friday the 13th came out in 80, Burning was pushed to 81. Then even though The Burning went into production first, it came up with the idea first. It's based on an actual urban legend that is known in upstate New York, and that they were running with this. If they'd made it to the box office first, the field would look much, much different now. But Sean Cunningham did a breakneck production, movie to get Friday the 13th done, and then got it out first, and the rest is history. So, no, The Burning is not a Friday the 13th ripoff. You could say that Friday the 13th is actually a Burning ripoff. But, hey.
I'm glad we both agree that The Crow is a ripoff of The Wraith.
It's not.
Again,
I'm
me-
sorry, JL.
for me, it's I didn't like The Crow. I didn't like The Crow.
Anything in particular you didn't like about The Crow, or just
I mean, again, it's not one of those movies I'm like, oh, this movie fucking sucks. It didn't
Sure.
like, I didn't sit down and watch this movie and think, oh man, it's fucking great. Yeah, I watched it and again, of course, I saw it because of the whole Brandon Lee, and I remember when that shit happened. Right? I remember watching the news coverage about this shit going down when he got shot. And I remember watching like the behind the scenes and the documentary about the whole thing that led up to him getting shot. I remember all that stuff. That part intrigued me. That's what really intrigued me about that whole scenario. And I had seen Brandon Lee in different things. He was in that Dolph Lundgren.
Oh,
Not Dolph
look
Lundgren.
at
What's
Aaron Reese says
Strip
so.
down
James
that
O.
little tip, yeah.
Aaron Reese says so. James O'Barr started working on The Crow in 1981.
Yeah, a likely story. That's what I would say. If I was James
likely
O'Barr.
story. Anyway, it just didn't. It wasn't this. It wasn't this. I don't think it's this, groundbreaking movie that a lot of people think it is. I mean, again, if they like it, if people who like the film, don't listen to me. If you like it, you like it.
Sure.
It's just not for me. There are a lot of other movies that I like that aren't for other people, and that's fine. I don't get all, I can't believe JL doesn't like this movie.
There's few movies I don't like.
I haven't.
The movies
I
I
haven't-
don't like.
very
The
easy on
movies.
this
The
film
movies.
criticism.
The movies I legitimately don't like are universally hated across the board.
Yeah, but those are easy ones. Like the U-Bowl stuff. That's just easy to hate that shit.
Oh, that fucking guy.
That fucking guy.
JL.
Yeah. Germans.
JL
Germans,
went all
good for you
fucking. Oh, there it goes.
for good for you, Germany, for stopping that fucking tax loophole that gave Uwe Boll all the money to make his shitty ass movies. Good for you. You notice he hasn't done shit since.
Well, it's because he became a restaurateur.
Yep.
Yeah,
He got tired of people telling him his
Because-
movies
Well,
sucked.
we got tired of people shitting on him, and
Yeah.
it was almost impossible for him to get the third entry in his Rampage.
Yeah,
series
and like I just
funded,
said,
but-
the tax laws changed so that you can't dump all this money into filmmaking anymore.
which is fucked up because the third entry in the Rampage film actually. I know. Then again, I like Brendan Fletcher. I like what he brings to a role. I think he's just a good all around, just well versed actor. But that's just me. But I like Brendan Fletcher and I like what he brought to it. It's it's a simple and easy fun romp. Just a guy getting pissed off at the system and wanting to kill everybody. So you could say that the film is kind of like I guess it's a surrogate way for a cathartic way for U-Boll to express his frustrations as to the system and Hollywood and all that crap. Yeah.
He doesn't
But,
need that. He can just challenge you to a boxing match.
Yeah.
Or-
He wanted to fight some people because
He did.
I mean, he wanted to fight people. He wanted to fight his critics in the ring because he felt. I mean, I'm not saying that he was right, but he felt that motherfuckers who don't make films have no business critiquing films. That was his. He's looking at these critics who were talking shit about his movies and affecting his bottom line when they don't go out and do it themselves. And he was very in his. I read the interviews with him because I once challenged him because I am a filmmaker and I wanted to shit all over him. I was like, well, I do what you do and I critique. So what about me? But he never responded. But when I was looking at stuff, he was basically pissed off. It's like those who can't do bitch about what they can't do, and that's what he was. That's what he thought of these critics.
Yeah, but here's
let's
the
see you
thing.
go out there and make a better movie. But they don't do that.
Here's
so.
the problem. Here's the problem. There are two problems with what you just said about Uwe Boll talking about how these people are affecting his bottom line. No, the biggest person affecting his bottom line was him.
It's
His
him.
movies are
Yes.
shit. Okay, you don't have to be a filmmaker. Look, if you're making movies for other filmmakers, you've already completely destroyed your audience. Sorry, but there's a reason why people like The Crow. There's a reason why people like these Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Not that they're bad movies, but
Some of them are.
some of them are. But these films were made for people to enjoy. Other people, not just filmmakers. You can be a filmmaker and do things that, you know, hey, I'm going to do these flashy things that other filmmakers are going to notice and appreciate, but I'm still going to make a movie that the general mass is going to enjoy. JL, you keep going all like 3D picture on us. You remember those books where you had to like cross your eyes all funky and stare for
those
half an
fucking
hour?
Magic Eye ones.
Yeah.
I hated those things.
I have no idea why it's not on my end.
It's probably that's why I don't like doing OBS Ninja. I like doing Streamlabs OBS, but hang on, let me fix it. I can fix it. I think I can fix it.
I'm kind of on the same boat with Johnny. I think the Crow is a worthy movie to watch. I don't think it's spectacular or anything like that. It was the edgy movie to watch.
Yeah.
When you were in middle school, when I was a kid, like if you want to be edgy, I just watched The Crow, man.
I think that's part of my issue with it too, is kind of the rebelling against all the hype. Like the same reason why I've never seen The Lord of the Rings. I haven't watched a single episode of the HBO one. You know what I'm talking about. Game of Thrones. Haven't seen a single episode of Game of Thrones. Simply because
that's on you.
no, it's not on me because I don't give a shit. I think it's hilarious that people walk up to me like they're talking about, oh, Game of Thrones. Like, yeah, I've never seen it. Like, and they just give me this look, huh? I can't believe you've never seen the Game of Thrones. And then I'll ask them, have you seen Wilfred? And like, what's that? I said, fuck you or even.
Fuck you.
Like that random guy on the street.
That's right.
That's awesome. that man said, "Fuck you, we're even."
I just can't get into. I don't know. I don't know if it's just that. Oh, the hype. Like, fuck the hype. I don't care anymore. Or I don't know. It just didn't interest me. And the thing about Game of Thrones is I actually do like certain fantasy aspects about it. I probably would like the show if I watched it. I just there's 8 seasons? I don't have that kind of time. I don't have that kind of time to invest 8 seasons worth of HBO fucking dick flexing. You know what I mean?
Sorry guys, I gotta rewind the conversation a couple minutes.
Uh-oh.
Back to fuck you, we're even. I think we should I think we should make sure that gets carved on Johnny's tombstone.
There we go. Fuck you,
Fuck you, we're even. Yep.
Fuck you, we're even.
And if I owed you money, I'm dead now. So fuck you, we're even. At the plot hole, but the Game of Thrones thing is weird as you look like the stunt double for G.R.R. Martin.
Oh no.
That's fucking funny.
I feel like the stunt double for G.R.R. Martin.
That's some funny
Yeah,
shit.
J.R.R. Martin looks like a melted candle.
What was it in Family Guy? You're not George R.R. Martin. I'm George R.R. Martin.
That needs to go on a T-shirt. Says Commander Darklight. Fuck you, we're even. Yep.
If you could, you should use the Buddy Christ. Also,
What?
Buddy Christ, and then over the top of it, fuck you, we're even.
That's okay. That's pretty funny.
Oh man, my goodness. So, all right, back to what we were originally talking about, having to watch different. Not having to, but what would you suggest? Let's see if we're going to do a Halloween marathon, not Halloween like the film series, but just Halloween movies. I mean. All right, so we're going to start.
Halloween is one of those movies.
Well, okay, yeah. So, yeah, you could talk about Halloween, the 1970s original. We can talk about that.
Yeah.
Put that in there. So, it's October 31st. Jail warrant. You wake up 6 o'clock in the morning because it's Halloween on October 31st. And it's your idea and it's your purpose to get as many good Halloween films, Halloween or scary movies into 6 o'clock in the morning to midnight. So that's about, what, 10 films, give or take?
That's 18 hours?
Yeah.
18 hours of movies. and they got Halloween.
Yeah. Well, I mean, scary movies, right?
So, yeah, I could easily do that for scary movies. Yeah, I could definitely do that.
Well, what I mean, it's like 10 films. We're talking about 10 movies, give or take. Maybe 11.
No, because we did that. We streamed all of Friday the 13th, the entire franchise, all at once, and that took. Let me see. That took almost 22 hours.
Yeah, but you included the remake too, right? You went from
Yeah. We included it was all 9. It was all 9 films, or sorry, it was 10, 11, all 11 films. So 11 films it took about 22 hours to do 11 films. So if we got 18, so you're probably looking at
8 to 9.
Let's say 9 movies.
Okay.
Let's say 9 movies total. Oh yeah, easily. So for Halloween, definitely Texas Chainsaw Massacre,
Okay.
Friday the 13th, the original Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, the 1978 one, followed by the sequel to that one, 2018. Do a double feature on that one, so you just get the 2 stories.
You want to get Nightmare 3 also.
I don't think we need to go into Dream Warriors. Just the first one is good. So, and we got to make room. So
yeah, we got to think about the other ones. Yeah.
You want to do the double feature. You want to set it up. So you want to do Texas Chainsaw Massacre, one of the oldest.
Yep.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Then you go to Friday the 13th, which came after. Then Nightmare on Elm Street. That gets your and then you go Halloween. That gets your big 4. And then you do the 2018 because it's Halloween. You want to celebrate, do a double feature Halloween. Then go to The Thing, which is homage to Carpenter. And then you want to go for Halloween.
You got to go Hellraiser.
I would do I would do Hellraiser. I would do Reanimator. I would do and probably do Reanimator before that. Do Reanimator, Hellraiser. Would I do Alien?
See, you could do Alien and Night of the Living Dead, and I think you got all.
I would go Night of the Living Dead, but that takes us to 9. And I would definitely put the zombies before I would do Alien. And I would close out with a good Romero classic.
So you'd close out with Night of the Living Dead?
Yeah, that would be really good. What
about you, Prime?
No, I don't fucking know. House wasn't one of them. Like I said, for some reason, I don't know why. I love House.
Fucking yeah, man. If it tickles your fucking fancy, man, watch that shit, you know?
Nightmare on Elm Street. I would do Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Mm-hmm. I would do.
You just go straight to Dream Warriors?
Yeah. Fuck Nightmare 2. No one likes that movie.
Doctor Who says Bible Man.
Nightmare 2 is pretty badass and was way ahead of its time.
I think the reason why people don't like it is because it was too ahead of its time.
Yeah, agreed. It didn't sit well with audiences when it hit.
No, Aaron, this isn't like
fucking rules too.
Yeah, Aaron Reese says, "Dude, this is like asking which of your children you love the most." No, it's just like asking which of your children you're gonna play baseball with and leave the other ones at home.
Aaron, yeah, dude, this is like asking which of your children you love the most.
Yep.
So I sent you the meme, Johnny, via Discord.
Okay, let me check it out. Let's see what we got here. Boom, boom. Oh yeah. Oh fuck. There it goes. Jesus Christ. Every now and again. Speaking of Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Syrian says, just got here. Woohoo. I was here. Yes, that's right. Why not an old one like Nosferatu? Yeah, Suit Kettle. I mean, Nosferatu is a good one in there. You could easily throw that, or you could do one of the Hammer Horror classics, or you could
or Universal Monsters.
Or Universal Monsters. Yeah. There's so much. I mean, there's no wrong answer to this stuff. You know what I mean? It really just kind of depends.
I think Creature from the Black Lagoon is totally underappreciated.
I like Creature from the Black Lagoon. I thought it was. It was one of those ones that was fun. What year did that come out? What was that? 19?
Oh, the original one, 60.
I was going to say like 64, wasn't it?
64, 65. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
All right, well, he's looking that up. This is not a movie.
Oh, shit, no, 54.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. 54. Anyway,
54.
I'm sorry, Prime. You were giving us your movies. So you had House, Nightmare 3.
Yeah, well, Nightmare 3. One thing I was gonna say, this isn't a movie, but if you can find it, there is an audio book of Reanimator read by Jeffrey Combs. It's definitely worth listening to.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
Mom's worth listening to.
Yes, she is. She would definitely agree with that. My mom was a Cub Scout leader, so.
Oh, that's cool. Teach all these little boys how to get badges. And when you get the badge, I'm going to teach you to sew it on to your skin.
No, she didn't teach how to sew.
Just kidding.
Let's see. I would have to go Evil Dead 2.
Wow, just jumping past the starting points. Okay.
I don't know. So Evil Dead 2 is a good one to get into, though, because that's where Bruce Campbell really became like the hero of that story.
Yeah.
You know? And you get enough backstory in Evil Dead 2 to not have to watch Evil Dead. And come on, Evil Dead 2 is a better movie.
Yeah, Evil Dead 2 is the better movie. It's more Sam Raimi. Bruce Campbell is more Bruce Campbell. And it is essentially the exact same story as Evil Dead.
You technically consider like Evil Dead 2 to be like, Evil Dead Redux.
All those Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell like adamantly defend that it is not a remake, that it is a traditional sequel.
Yeah, that's why I call it a redux.
Yeah. No, but yeah, I think they're. Anyway, so who Casey the Cannibal says Return of the Living Dead?
Okay. Yep. We can put that on
Return, yeah. You go the Russo route. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, there's no real wrong list there. I was just kind of curious.
Yeah.
See, I would think about putting in what's his name? Oh Jesus, the little pumpkin head monster, Sam.
Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat. Yeah, not pumpkin. Oh, Pumpkinhead too. I mean, I like Pumpkinhead, but
Pumpkinhead is also good. Stan Winston horror movie. Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, Stan Winston could have been. He could have been like
a creature creator.
He was an amazing creature creator, but he could have been next level because his style of directing.
He was next level.
Well, what I'm talking about as a director, I think his style of directing was on point. I think he's completely underappreciated as a director.
Yeah. And I'm going to swing around to the beginning, or at least when I first joined in. Stan Winston's son, Matt Winston, has a few appearances on Star Trek Enterprise. So for the people who were talking about Enterprise earlier, there's something not interesting for you to
know. D Rabbit says, Evil Dead 1 school project, Evil Dead 2 remake with a better budget.
Pretty much.
Yep. And I do want to jump back to the Friday the 13th remake they brought up earlier. Here's another not necessarily interesting fact, but it is in fact a spin-off of the Transformers movies.
Huh. I've heard
this
before.
So there's a character. Yeah, there's a character. He's the exact same douche, the blonde douche in Transformers and Friday the 13th. His name is Trent, and he basically wears the same fucking costume in both movies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, that's what happens to him after Megan Fox breaks up with him.
Yep. He goes off and gets murdered.
He gets murdered by a psycho killer. Man, my life sucks.
Yeah.
I had Megan Fox and some nerdy kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, Megan Fox goes on to hook up with the guy who is best friends with Optimus Prime. So I don't know. There's your happy ending. Except she dumps him by the third movie. So
just unceremoniously dumps him. Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't give her much of a reason why she wasn't in Dark of the Moon. She just said, yeah, she broke up. They broke up. Which, in all honesty, it does not surprise me, because if we want to analyze a popcorn movie, to say the most of it. There's not much of it. There's not much to go on there anyway. All they shared was some explosions, and that's it. So
Yeah.
seems like it was kind of doomed. They went through some crazy scenarios, and that's it.
Yeah, the Transformer films were, I mean, they were just explosion fodder. Not a whole lot of character development or plot or. Tony Todd was in the second one, so I mean,
He was, yes.
that was pretty cool.
Some of you may not know. Not only am I a massive Star Trek fan, but also kind of a Transformers fan as well.
No, really? Not you.
Yeah, yeah. The guy whose name is a direct Transformers reference.
It's like
So,
not possible.
No, yeah.
yeah.
That's
So
not
my
you.
name,
That's impossible.
my name, it's not profound or anything like that. I kind of stole Ron Perlman's idea from Pacific Rim. It's my favorite fictional character and my favorite color.
I didn't know Prime was a color.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So stupid.
That was a. I don't even know if that was the grandpa joke.
I think so. I think it was. Oh, so stupid, so bad. God.
No, that would be like, why did the bicycle fall over? Because it was too
I don't
tired.
know. Oh,
Yeah.
You didn't see that coming.
Yeah. Too
No.
tired.
Now, what was it? Archangel said Puppet Master. If you want to do a night like that, if you want to do like a full moon night.
Yeah,
So
you
you
need
gotta
2
go,
days. You
like-
need 2 days for that, though.
Yeah, you
Is it what, 15, 14?
Full Moon Pictures horror, that needs to be like a night all its own. That has to be that's got to be like the Puppet Master series, Ginger Dead Man, Evil Bong, that the new Miskatonic University
Yeah.
series that they had come out. They got a bunch of really, I mean, just really cheesy stuff, but fun and not as bad as The Asylum.
I like the
no one's
Puppet
as bad
Master
as the
stuff.
Asylum.
I love the Puppet Master series.
And one of the guys from The Room, Greg Sestero, is in Puppet Master or something or other.
Limey
Retro
Play
Puppet
says,
Master.
Limey Play says, I liked Troll.
Oh,
Oh, no. As long as you don't like Troll 2.
Starring
Yikes.
Harry Potter.
This is true. We had this conversation on
We
Week
did.
in Horror.
We did. Yep. The Puppet Master puppets versus Sid from Toy Story. I keep saying, and everybody's going to hear, we said it before, but JL and I talked about this on the Week in Horror. I think it was either Week in Horror or on the Plottle, but the next, Disney should do, or Disney Pixar should do a horror film called Sid's Room. I think it's a great idea. Limey
You're
Play
hired.
says Harry Potter. Yeah. That was the name of the character.
Yes. And Michael Moriarty's
Oh, yeah.
actually Troll was actually what was it? Troll was Michael Moriarty's third horror film of his career. His first one that he did was Q, the Winged Serpent,
Mhm.
which we'll be talking about in the next episode. And the second movie, the horror movie he did was The Stuff, and then he followed it up with Troll, in which he played the character Harry Potter, and his son was Harry Potter Jr.
The stuff,
Harry.
that's what's in the middle of the Oreo, right?
Pretty much. It's like
Or is that the white stuff?
this is a mushroom cream type thing and the stuff.
Tastes sweet. Yeah, let's just eat the shit that's bubbling up out of the ground.
Right. Yeah. D Rabbit says, I want a series called J.L. Warren Ghost Hunter.
Oh, Warren goes.
You might, spoiler alert, you might get a film that focuses around J.L. Warren as a ghost hunter.
Wow.
I don't think it'd be me.
Well, you'll be in it.
Maybe.
No, you have to.
If I feel like acting.
You're not gonna. You're gonna be yourself.
Oh, nobody wants to see that shit in the movie.
Everybody wants to see that. We just had somebody ask for it, literally unsolicited, ask for that very thing.
No, but a ghost
Yeah.
hunting deal would not be would not be me acting. That would just be like me being me and being like
Thank you.
know that was the way. It's like, but it's the spirit of it's the fucking wind, right?
Thank you, Angie. Angie says, I would love to see that. I would pay to
Well,
see that.
Like
Yeah.
it's the
Well, what
fucking
about
wind, right?
what about all the ghosts you do believe in though? You want to track those down, right?
What do you mean ghosts? I don't believe in ghosts. Oh, ha 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 ha! I see what you're doing there.
Mm,
You're so fucking funny.
so
Ooh.
fucking funny. What movie?
Ooh,
You know it.
I don't know.
It's a porn star who says it.
Sorry, Boondock Saints.
There you go.
That was Ron Jeremy
Ron
to
Jeremy.
David De La Rocca to
Rocco.
Funny Man.
Yeah.
The Rocco, you're so
Well,
fucking
he's
funny.
Fucking funny.
He's the guy who plays himself in that movie, right? Because
Pretty much. Yeah, his name is David Del Rocco.
his name is the same. Yeah.
20
His name
years
is the
it took
exact
him
same.
to 20 years it took him to get that break. Which is which is where the inside joke in the movie comes from, where it's like 20 years you've been waiting for your break.
Yep.
And then this is what they do to you. And that was the inside joke that he'd been working as a starting actor for pretty much 20 years before he got Boondock Saints.
I'll have a Coke then.
Which is fucked up because which is messed up because he's a funny guy.
He's a really funny comedian. He really is. David Del Rocco has been doing stand-up in New York for fucking years, decades. And he's been in how many
Guys.
movies? And both of them.
But guys,
Go ahead there, Prime.
oh yeah, I've got a serious question.
Oh shit, serious.
So I
question.
need a serious answer.
All right.
Not too long ago, I'm kind of ashamed to say this, but not too long ago, I saw The Running Man for the first time with Casey, and it was fucking awesome. I don't know why I hadn't seen it earlier, but
The Running Man with
question is-
Schwarzenegger, right?
yeah.
Save
The
room for
question-
like this. They're going to
Because
punch
I'm
you in
going
your
to
stomach
run
and
the-
rip out your goddamn spine.
Anyway,
When he and what was it? Damn it, she was in Predator 2. She was the chick.
She was the chick in
the
Predator
chick,
2.
Wait, no, it
the
wasn't.
Predator chick. Maria Conchita Alonso.
Maria Conchita Alonso. That was it. Yeah. Go
She's a
ahead.
total
Go
ball
ahead.
buster, by the way.
Mhm.
Okay,
Predator 2
yeah.
reference.
Thanks for throwing me off the train of thought.
You make it so easy.
Shut up.
Breadcrumbs.
Shut up. Okay.
Shiny object.
Okay. I'm reeling it back in. You got to work with me a little bit.
Okay.
My present condition. I'm
We're
reeling
talking
it back
about the
in. Okay.
Predator.
The running man. No, we're talking about the running man. Fuck you.
We're even.
I know what you're doing.
Sorry,
we
I'm
are
sorry.
not even. We are not even. Okay. We were talking about Predator 2. No, we were not talking about Predator 2. We're talking about the running man. All right. Okay. So, guys.
That's the one with Danny Glover, right?
Yep.
No, the running man. Fuck you guys. This is serious.
All right.
All right.
Running Man.
We get it. Yeah. All right. Psych yourselves up. Slap your faces a little bit. Wipe the smiles off because we got a serious question, a serious pondering, if you will. Does Mick Fleetwood play himself in that movie? Because Arnold Schwarzenegger clearly calls him Mick. He calls Mick Fleetwood Mick.
I'd have to say yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yep. And the George said, who wins in an argument against Arnold speaking unintelligibly or Sly Stallone screaming, Adrian?
I don't know. Let's try it. I can do the unintelligible Austrian grunts, and you can do Adrian JL.
Hey, Adrian. Take a couple of
Get
hits to the head. You know what I'm saying? And, it's okay. All
What
right.
are you doing? Come on, kill me now.
Where's Mickey at? But
Oh,
well, I mean, you get his. If you want to do like Stallone never did like the whole whereas Arnold has the
yeah, he does.
Go now.
Get to the chopper. Sally, do you remember when I told you I would kill you last?
I lied.
I lied.
Oh man. Oh, we made and the Jord happy. He says, "I can die happy now." And Syrian says, "Just stop."
You remember when I told you I'd kill? Do you remember when I told you I'd kill you last? I lied.
I already did that one.
Yeah. You just didn't do it very well.
Oh. Commander Darklight says,
Jail.
"Shh, don't wake my friend. He's dead tired."
He's dead tired.
Let off some steam, Bennett. Stick around. It's one of my favorites.
So those are the birth. So would you say the Commando is the birth of all the Arnold isms?
Yeah.
Like his one-liners is where they really started. Because he didn't say shit in Hercules. He didn't say shit.
Red Heat.
That was after though, wasn't it?
You think? Yeah.
That was after Commando.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was.
Was Red Heat after Commando?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Commando.
pretty
Commando
sure
was 85.
Yeah, 85.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Red Heat was
Predator is
87.
87.
Predator was 86.
Oh, that's true.
Predator
I'll
was
be
86?
back. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Commander Darkness says, except for I'll be back. That's true.
Yeah, that's true. Terminator. Terminator.
Yeah. So I guess that would be his original.
That was 84.
Yep.
But like the Commando had a lot of them.
Commando,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Commando was generously sprinkled with them.
And of course,
was.
get the ass to Maz. Oh, fucking, what was it?
Consider this a divorce.
Okay, Total Recall had so many
Oh
great
yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Brady
bringing me here,
Beaver
Clint.
says, at the plot allowed you pause for like almost an hour, and when I unpaused you Tiwi guy didn't even move. You were exactly as you were. It was creepy.
Well, that's weird.
You know, do it.
You know how much I hate this fucking planet.
So here's a real question.
Sharon So just kicking his ass. That shit was great.
Yeah. Here's a real question. Did it all happen in his head, or was it for real?
Oh, it all happened in his head.
Or in the end, doesn't matter because reality is just what you perceive anyway. Oh, it's kind of like Inception. Inception pretty much kind of Inception kind of ripped off that as well.
Yeah.
Well, all of it comes from "We Can Remember It For You" Wholesale by I think it's Philip K. Dick.
Uh-oh.
That's right.
Spirit of Destiny says, ahem, puts up a shield. No, I guess you guys aren't seeing what I'm seeing. Melancholia is the worst movie out there. Changed my mind.
Wow. Well, I mean, one of the worst movies out there? No, not one of the worst movies. It's definitely. I mean, there are definitely better movies than it. I always consider it to be, Lars von Trier's greatest film. Just in my personal opinion, because whereas he was his most focused and had his best vision, but Melancholia was really fucking good, like really good.
She did say change my mind, so we don't have that kind of time because it's time to end the stream.
No, you have to wait on the merits. You have to wait on the merits of the film. The filmmaking itself, the cinematography, the photography was magnificent. The editing was great, and the story being told between the two sisters, Kirsten Dunst and Charlotte Gainsbourg, and how that sets up, and essentially how people who are afflicted with clinical depression, how they view tragedy differently from people who are not, which is why when things were okay and calm and everything was good, the clinically depressed has a problem, can't deal with that, with the monotony of that. But when things are chaotic and, essentially when the end is coming, when your end is coming, all of a sudden for the clinically depressed, everything calms down because there's no more worry. There's no more randomness. You know what's coming. So she calms, but everyone else freaks out, where you have that the two positions are juxtaposed against the end of the world. And so brilliant storytelling. I loved it. Just,
So Brainy Beaver says, that's a plot hole. What about the 2 Girls, 1 Cup? Apparently it is real. And here's the thing. We knew it was real back then. We just wanted to accept the fact that it was a put on because that's the only way we could render what we saw. That's the only way we could
there's a possibility it was fake though.
Apparently the research was done and no, it's there.
Yeah, man, but I don't want to get you. I don't want to get you like demonetized.
I don't either. That's the reason why I ignored it the first time, Brainy. But
I don't want to get you like describing, but you can. I mean, you could use medical apparatus to clean yourself out, and then you can inject stuff in so that it's what you're basically pushing out is clean.
Yep.
As I say, as clean as it can be. So.
Apparently, they were well-known scat film stars. And they are still doing it to this day. So on that note,
hey, copperphagia, man. Whatever floats your boat.
Do you like that? Oh, where is that? I wish I had that. Dude, send me that. I think did I send it to you on Facebook?
Short.
Well, it's fitting that the end of the stream should end with the end.
With the end. Hang on a second. I gotta find this. Stop. Silly puppy. Because where is it? Where did I send it to you? There it is. No, that's not it. Son of a monkey.
Son of a monkey.
I don't you insult that monkey.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
He was here earlier. Dang it.
Yeah, I hate Mises to pieces.
I can't find it. But anyway, it's the only thing that I've seen on social media, like Instagram. I think I found it on Instagram, but it's a TikTok video. This dude runs around up to his wife and starts to make gagging noises, and because she has that.
Oh yeah, it's just the reflexive.
Yeah.
Gag reflex.
Yep. I got to get that worked up so I can make sure and run that whenever I need a. All right, Prime, what you got coming up next week or this week or whatever?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe JL on for a live stream to discuss horror things.
Horror things, huh?
Horror.
I love talking about horrors.
Horrors are fun to talk about.
You meant the movies.
Oh,
I like those movies too.
I like those types of movies too.
Let's see. As for our next video, I'm decided about that. Maybe I'll do another review. Let me know if you guys have any suggestions out there in the chat as well. If you're not subscribed,
get the guy who was Bible Man on your show.
That would be the tits.
I want to know if that dude, if it was just a job, or
it was not.
That shit.
I was gonna say, I thought wasn't he like a minister? Like, when he was a preacher, wasn't he?
Yeah. It was not just a job.
Is he still going? Is he like?
Probably.
I think because I've looked into him a little bit specifically for my Bible Man reviews. And last I know, he was a cruise director. Probably not these days, though.
That's funny.
I would not want that dude directing my cruises.
Yeah, he directed a lot of Bible Man, and he can't direct Bible Man either.
I'm very curious. Like, if today, if he's just like, he's become like the cruise director because his life has no fucking meaning and that's how he's derived some sort of income. I'm curious. I just really want to know. It's like, did he legit believe that shit now? Like, now looking back, does he believe the stuff he put out there, or does he realize, what I was doing was pretty fucking cringe and,
He's probably proud of
but
it.
But hey, I was young and I needed the money.
He was proud of it. I'm sure he's proud of it.
Yeah,
I'm
if
so
I can,
proud of my Bible Man stuff.
if I can get Willie Ames on my channel for an interview, I would totally do it.
You should do it. You should
Yeah.
reach out, but hey, I want to talk to you about how shitty your fucking Bible Man stuff is. They'd be like, nah, I'm good. But if they, hey, Bible Man.
Well, if he's
Oh,
he's on my
definitely,
reviews.
definitely make him think. Oh, he has.
No,
Well,
I was
definitely
gonna say
make-
if he
Definitely make him think that you're like a big Christian and you want to talk about this, and you like maybe we could get it rebooted and we could like do all we could bring it into like the MCU and shit.
The Bible
no.
Man cinematic
Oh, no.
universe.
I couldn't do that. No, I'd have to be honest with him. Like,
Oh, the
I-
BMCU. That's right, it's the BMCU.
I
Yeah, because it's
would tell
bowel
him
movement.
that. I want to talk. I want to talk to him about Bible Man. I wouldn't.
Yeah, because it's bowel movement. It's
Yeah.
the bowel movement cinematic universe is what it is.
Yeah, BMCU. Yep.
All right, so yeah, if you have a suggestion for, excuse me, Prime Red, send him an email or go to his channel and subscribe and watch some of his.
Yes, I
watch
am-
that Bible Man review. You can fucking just like super cringe the whole time you're watching it.
Yeah, there's two Bible Man reviews.
Yeah,
Two
oh, that's
Bible Man
right. There are
reviews.
two of them. Yeah,
That second one got
maybe-
pretty violent.
it did. And that,
Yeah,
that villain
Yeah, it
was
did.
weird. She was
that
just
was
weird.
played by it was played by Willie Ames' wife at the time, and Bible Man straight up fucking murders her.
And then they got divorced. All right, JL, what do you got coming up?
Oh, so we got a bunch of cool stuff. So on the Week in Horror side, we got a new episode coming up on Wednesday, as usual, Wednesday, 7 p.m. Central Time. We have Frank Farrell coming on the show. It's going to be a lot of fun talking to him about his work with movies like Spookies and Street Trash and how he pretty much invented a subgenre, which is pretty badass. So it's going to be fun to nerd out with him on the movie selections. And then, of course, on – oh, yes, and we upcoming look for announcements as far as the streams go in the Discord, because there are some movies coming up we've been big time waiting for, like Antlers, and we will be streaming those in the Discord channel, so keep your eyes open for those. And then, of course, over on my personal channel, I am wrapping up a takedown of Cornelius Van Til, the father of presuppositional apologetics. I'll be looking at that fool and his bad stuff and other stuff coming along the way. So
Yeah, buddy. I look forward to
check
all
it
that.
out. All kinds of cool stuff.
Ouch.
Yeah,
Stupid.
I think I'm sitting at 384 subscribers at the moment. So
Hey,
if I
Thor.
can get like 16 more subscribers,
There you
I can
go.
be 300. Yeah, and then
400.
maybe 70 years in the future, I might
And a huge
Come
thank
close
you.
to,
Jump. Speaking of which, a huge thank you to everybody for helping to get Week in Horror to 500 subscribers. We just hit
Yeah.
that milestone. So I'm very pleased about that.
Sweet.
We hit that during the last live stream.
That is awesome. Myself, I've got tons of stuff coming up. I've got, I'm going to do.
Nobody cares, you crow hater.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Oh, no, go
Fair
ahead.
I've got the.
But still, nobody cares.
Yeah. I've got the investigation piece coming up. I think that's going to go. I think I'm going to put the first part of that video together, and I'll release that next week. I hope. I'm going to send JL the script, have him take a look at it, make sure it's cohesive and all that stuff. My goodness, dog just knocked himself out. And then go from there.
This rabbit hole is deep.
Gosh, man. Every time we go look at a new piece or a new lead, something bigger fucking shows up. And then bigger. And it just keeps getting bigger and deeper and fucking more convoluted. My goodness. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's wild. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I don't want to spoil anything about it, but the area, because what turned into what was a look at one thing has turned into a full-blown investigation into all manner of stuff. It's like it's beyond ridiculous.
Yeah.
And there's now multiple fronts that we're looking at, and more multiple people involved. I'm involved, Angela's involved, and it's just crazy. And more people, most likely. It's just nuts. But the one that you're going to be dropping is gonna blow the fucking doors off.
That was gonna be
No doubt.
Yeah, that's gonna be a good one.
Nice.
Commander Darklight for 20 Ozzy says, "Thanks for hanging out with us, little people." Commander Darklight, I would say that you're one of the big people. You're a good guy.
Commander Darklight is legend.
Oh yeah.
Legendary.
I would say I'm standing on the shoulders of a big person right now.
Are we having some prawn bombs? We having some bombs
Oh, really?
there?
Prawn bombs?
Oh,
Randy Beaver
I
said,
haven't
don't
something
time them
going on.
out, hide them.
yeah. Well, make sure just one person hides. Yeah.
Hide from the prawn.
Yeah. They got nothing else better to do. Anyway, that's fine. We're about to end. And then let's see.
I bet
So
it's Otangelo.
no, Tangelo. No, I don't think so. I think you guys are too hard on him. I don't think that's what Tangelo.
Okay, it was less than 5 minutes. I've not had a live stream prawn bombed.
Hey, Steven
Yeah,
Cup
like-
Reason. I'm about to
like
share that
ever.
score. I'm about to share that with you as well here in like 2 minutes. As soon as I end this, I'm going directly to you and I'm gonna share it with you. So,
I have never had a live stream prawn bombed until Otangelo lost his mind, flipped out, and then started spamming the channel all caps, and then he got booted, and then like less than 5 minutes later, we start getting prawn bombs. No.
That's
Ah,
a sore
I'm really
loser.
not.
maybe. I mean, maybe, but anyway. So I've got that. I've got a video I'm going to put out probably. I'm going to record tomorrow. I'll probably put it out Sunday, or if I get it finished tomorrow, I'll put it out tomorrow evening. And then I'm going to finish up filming the documentary, and I should have that ready to go. Again, I'm going to do a private screening for all channel members and patrons first, because that support has really pushed the funds for that project. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to do, another screening for everybody else. But yeah, we're going to put that on Film Festival and see how that goes. And then, of course, we'll have the Monday wrap up, and then, all the fun stuff coming up. I'm having fun. You guys are awesome. I thank you for coming on and hanging out with me for a little bit. I appreciate everybody in the chat, all the super chats, all the channel members, all my patrons. All you guys are awesome. I really appreciate the fun conversations. You guys go out there, do something good with yourselves, do something good for the world, and make sure you flush the toilet. That's all I'm saying.
Rock on.
Oh, and Steaming Cup of Reason. Welcome to the crew. Thank you. Everybody make sure you show Score what he
awesome.
can do with all that, with all those fun things. All right.
I can't wait to unlock the new tier of memberships over on my channel.
Yeah.
Because the new tier of emojis.
Yeah. I need to update. I need to update. I'm
I
going to do
want
that
people-
too. Update some emojis.
Oh yeah, I want people to start using the Matt Powell banana emoji.
Oh, yeah. Well, what am I looking for? I've got something here I'm supposed to get.
Dr. Peel.
Nope, that's not it. Just scare the shit out of people.
Dr. Peel in the house.
No, that's the puppy. Golly, where did it go? Oh, fuck it. Who knows? There, we'll just do that one. Bye, everybody. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.